Yeah, well, both of them do. Oscar, in this fight, it seemed as though you were changing your style throughout. Was there a reason for that?
Parece que en esta pelea estabas cambiando tu estilo. ¿Había razón por eso?
Sí, porque yo en Las Vegas quería dar una buena demostración de la clase de peleador que soy. Y me gustaría que esta pelea haya sido en Las Vegas.
He says that in Las Vegas he tried doing this against his last opponent, and that he wished this fight would have been in Las Vegas so that the people could have been.
Well, I tell you what, we're glad it was here, and we certainly enjoyed it. Eric Gomez, thank you very much for interpreting for me. How about that? Oscar Loria showed really what a champion is all about. He used a lot of heart tonight.
That's a wrap for us from here in Lemoore, California. For my partner, the champ, Sean O'Grady, I'm Barry Tompkins. So long, everybody. You've been watching the Sunday Night Fights on FSN.
In a rare interview, the Fab Five discussed the pressures that came with being bigger than the game itself.
We had paparazzi. We didn't have media.
The Fab Five, Beyond the Glory, tonight on FSN.
For 10 years, the Rattlers and SaberCats have coexisted in the West, battling twice a year and growing a rivalry that rivals no other in the Arena Football League. Over the past 3 years, San Jose have proven their championship legacy by beating Arizona to take home not one, but 2 Arena Bowl titles. After a slow start in 2005, the SaberCats have reeled off 4 wins in a row and are climbing atop the Western standings. For the Rattlers, the venom is not as strong as years past, but they have time to recoil and strike to get back their winning ways. Coming up on FSN, it's AFL action at its very best. Rattlers, SaberCats next. We welcome you to the Bay Area in Northern California as we put a wrap on Week 10 of the AFL. Tonight here on FSN, it's the Arizona Rattlers and the San Jose SaberCats. Hi again, everybody. I'm Randy Hunt along with Mike Pulaski. We welcome you to HP Pavilion in San Jose, California for another version of this great rivalry, and it really has been all that, Mike.
It has been. I actually talked to cornerback Cedric Bonner, who's not playing tonight because of an injury, and he said, as long as it's San Jose, it's go time.
All right, let's go to standings in the Western Division, and the SaberCats have clawed their way to the top after a slow start. They're 5-3 and have a chance in this game to put some distance between themselves, LA, etc.
Yeah, who'd have thought after a 1-3 start that now they'd be leading the division? LA's loss today is a big loss and helps San Jose.
And the man everybody in AFL is talking about is Rashid Davis, for the last 2 weeks, the offensive player of the week, and rightfully so.
For the whole league, he has been outstanding. Last 2 weeks, they said he had a lot of potential. He's proven it week to week. 2-time AFL player of the week, offensive player of the week. Also, the first SaberCat with 3 games over 300 yards all-purpose. This guy has a lot more football in him, but he's been playing outstanding the last couple of weeks.
The Arizona Rattlers coming off a win, but that was after losing 7 in a row and sitting at 2-7 now. They're in some trouble.
Yeah, this team is snake bit. 11-3, 10-6, 11-5, 3 Arena Bowls. You have a changing of the guard, and now they're 2-7, and they're struggling just to even consider getting into the playoffs. So they need to pick up their game. They need to get more discipline, and if they can do that, they have an outside shot at playoffs.
SaberCats are rolling. Rattlers not quite yet, but it's the AFL rivalry of note. The Rattlers and SaberCats coming up next here on FSN.
Ready for a more exciting fantasy football experience? AFL Fantasy Football is back and better than ever. Log on to AFLFantasy.com for a chance to win weekly and season-long cash prizes. More yards. More scoring. More excitement. AFL Fantasy Football powered by Sandbox. Sign up and get in on the action.
Right now at the Room store, for the first time ever, save the tax on every item in every room and get no money down, no interest, and no payments till October 2006 with no minimum purchase during our store-wide Save the Tax sale. Save the tax on this 7-piece living room with sofa, love seat, 3 tables, and 2 lamps, only $9.97. This contemporary 7-piece living room, only $13.97. Or this designer suede cloth 7-piece living room, only $17.97, tax included. The store-wide Save the Tax sale now at the Room store.
At the Room store.
Don't miss it.
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Future Hall of Famer Tim Brown, plus from the new movie Robot, Drew Carey, World Series champion Kevin Millar, and UFC fighter Ken Shamrock. A boxing roundtable with Jim Lampley, Chris Bird, and Dan Goosen. A Best Damn Heavyweight comeback fight with Riddick Bowe. Also, Olympic gold medalist Andre Ward does battle. Plus, special guest host James Lights Out Tony, and Pro Football Hall of Famer Frank Gifford. This week at 10:30.
140.6 miles, 17 hours, 1 winner. Individuals from all walks of life set out to achieve the extraordinary in one of the toughest single-day sporting events. More than 1,900 highly tuned athletes chasing after one goal, the right to call themselves an Ironman. How will you spend your Saturday? Don't miss an exclusive showcase of the inaugural Ironman Arizona Triathlon, Saturday at 10, only on FSN Arizona.
Welcome back to San Jose. We get set to kick off the Rattlers and the SaberCats. SaberCats won the toss. They deferred. And while we wait that kick, let's look at the Health South Rattlers starting lineup. Jermaine Burley, Gatewood, Pace, and Glover.
And future Hall of Famer Cedric Bonner is out, so Joe Germain starting at that quarterback spot tonight.
Up, it's Adderson, Sharp, and Ingram on the offensive line. And there's the head coach of the Rattlers, Todd Shell, his first year at the helm in Arizona after taking over the New York Dragons job before that. But, of course, he was the first head coach that the SaberCats ever had.
Yeah, he's well-traveled. Former defensive coordinator with the Rattlers when Danny White was the head coach. From there, he came out to San Jose to take the head coaching job here.
Dan Franz with the kick. Sia Burley back for Arizona. And he'll run it to the 15, to the 13 before he's brought down there. And let's look at the SaberCats starting defense. Brought to you by Health South. And we start with Damon Thomas, Fernandez, Kinsinger, and Rowe.
And Aaron Damon filling in for Tremaine Mack, 4-time defensive player of the game. We're going to have to see how he plays tonight.
Jacobs, Williams, and Wyman on the line. And there is the starting quarterback for the Arizona Rattlers, Joe Germain. As from the first snap, he drops back, throws for Gatewood out at the 25, and he makes the catch. Might be enough for the first down.
Jermaine doing a good job so far. Cedric Bonner has been off injured as the starter for the Rattlers. Jermaine filling in. Again, star from Ohio State out of college. Got to watch him while he was in college. Very poised quarterback, good delivery, but slower feet than Cedric Bonner. Takes a little longer to get the ball out.
And that was good enough for a first down, a pickup of 12 on the pass. And that'll bring up first down with the ball on the San Jose 25-yard line. The motion man is Burley. As Jermaine finds him open up near the 15, he's pushed back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 or 5 on the play.
Just an option route by Sia Burley. Running downfield, running the stop route. Jermaine doing a good job of reading it, delivering the ball. You have to take what they give you in this league. And right now, Jermaine is managing this offense very well.
As we mentioned, Arizona coming off a win last weekend when they beat Nashville 48-35, snapping a 7-game losing streak. They won their season opener against Grand Rapids and then went on a real terrible run. And now they're in a deep hole, trying to climb out a little bit here tonight against the defending champions. The handoff is carried ahead by Phil Glover up to around the 10-yard line. And that'll be enough for a first down for Arizona.
Right now, both these teams being very conservative. San Jose playing a little bit of off coverage. Arizona, just a few stops, running the ball inside, trying to set each other up, feel each other out to see where this game goes.
This is the 25th all-time meeting between these two teams. It's been a great rivalry over the years. And Arizona has a slight edge, 13-11 in the prior 24 meetings. Jermaine drops back, looks to the end zone, wanted Burley, but he overthrew him, and he had tremendous pressure on him as well. A couple of SaberCats were there. Joe Jacobs ended up on top of Jermaine.
And Arizona has had a little bit of trouble up front this year, not protecting as well as they could. So the SaberCats getting to Jermaine, and that is not a good feeling when your head is the first thing to hit the turf.
So the incomplete pass was way over the head of Burley, brings up second down from the 11-yard line. Burley in motion, wide to the right, the handoff, and running across the 10 to the 5 is Glover, and he's brought down there in a pile, but a nice pickup there for Arizona.
And really close to a procedure penalty for the Rattlers. That right side of the line just started to pick their hand up, started to move a little bit early. That's how they got that side hook, got out front, got a jump.
Jermaine walks the play back into the huddle. Third down and goal from the 4 on this first possession of the game for the Arizona Rattlers.
Now they can still get a first down, but I expect them to go for it all in this play.
Shawani Bryant wide to the left, Burley in motion. Jermaine, three-step drop. Now he has to back out of trouble into the end zone, off the hands of Bryant, and incomplete.
Good coverage by the San Jose secondary. The Rattler receivers were basically locked down. See Jermaine dropping back, looking for a receiver, getting pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball. So take a shot for your receiver. If he can't catch it, nobody can. Actually a good decision by Joe Jermaine, but now they have to go for it on fourth down.
Fourth and goal from the 4. It's Bryant in motion on the near side. Jermaine into the end zone, has Burley one-handed grab, but he dropped it as he hit the pad back in the corner of the end zone. And they'll turn it over on downs to the SaberCats.
And Jermaine just missed his man coming across. He had Sia Burley. Needs to put a little more touch on that. Lead Burley to the back corner and let him catch that touchdown.
So the SaberCats will have the ball when we come back. No score, Arizona and San Jose.
I will not be afraid of the dark.
I will not feel guilty leaving my dog alone.
I will know my children are safe.
I will finally be able to relax!
A single ADT system can help protect your home and family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save over $100 off the regular price when you buy ADT's family package. Plus save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. Call 1-800-ADT-ASAP. ADT, always there.
Oh. Okay, party people, everybody scream!
Life not exciting enough for you? Play Scratchers from the Arizona Lottery and get ready for some real fun.
Wait till everybody at work hears about this! Yeah! Woo!
You can win up to $25,000 at this table. Introducing Wildcard, your Arizona Lottery. We got your ticket.
What a change!
Oh my goodness! I'm so happy for her! Look at this!
Introducing the redesigned 2005 Nissan Altima. You might call it an extreme makeover. We call it the 05 Altima. At $19,550, the Altima's never been more attractive. The stylish Altima at your Nissan dealer now.
Randy Hunt and Mike Pulaski back with you from San Jose, where the SaberCats are about to take the ball over at their own 4-yard line as they pick up the stop on the first offensive possession by Arizona.
And Arizona actually had a chance early on to get a good start, get something going when you're down, when your team is 2-7 that's been struggling. You need to take advantage of every opportunity. It's a missed opportunity right now, and the SaberCats have a way of smelling blood in the water and attacking.
San Jose quarterback Mark Grieve drops back in his own end zone, throws it out far to the wide side for James Rowe, and Rowe is tackled there and thrown almost over the boards onto the San Jose bench. But that'll be a first down and then some. As we go to the Hell South SaberCats starting lineup, Grieve, Davis, Rowe, Fernandez, and Kinsinger.
And again, Rasheed Davis, the one having a monster couple weeks in a row.
And up front, it's Jacobs, Loney, and Williams.
A lot of those names familiar. Same guys that started off on defense, going both ways. It's an Iron Man game.
Darren Arbett, the 7-year head coach of the SaberCats, 2-time coach of the year, and he's got this team rolling, especially on offense right now. Grieve to this side, wanted for Fernandez, and overthrew him, and then Fernandez was popped pretty good after missing the catch by Terrence Joseph. Now the Rattlers defensive starting lineup brought to you by Hell South, Joseph, Lawson, Gatewood, Pace, and Glover.
Lawson being a very physical guy. Coach Todd Shell said he wishes he was 6'4", but then he wouldn't have him.
And there's the front with Hutch, Anderson, and Ingram. So you are all set personnel-wise. And now the SaberCats with the football on their own 19-yard line. 2nd down and 10. Grieve sends Davis in motion, and flags on the field. It might be a freebie for Grieve as he throws it complete to Davis, and he's dragged back to the 24-yard line.
And there's flags all across. It's definitely some kind of movement on that line. Most likely an offensive move that everybody picked up.
And it's against the defense. So it was a freebie for Grieve, and they'll have the option now of taking the penalty or the play. Looked like that Davis in motion set the defensive line up.
Defense, nose guard, 5 yards from the previous spot, still 2nd down.
You know, so many times the Arena League veterans know that when that motion hits the line of scrimmage that they can go, because they're not going to snap the ball up any later than that. If you're a smart quarterback in this league, you let them get about a yard downfield. The officials won't call that as an offside, but the defensive line has to wait back and you get them off balance. Grieve, being one of the smartest in this league, using the motion to his advantage.
2nd and 5 from the 24. Rowe in motion this time. He'll catch it at the 18, and he's hit quickly there by Randy Gatewood, but it's still good enough for a 1st down. James Rowe almost overshadowed the past couple of weeks, well, definitely by Rasheed Davis, but he's had a tremendous year offensively as well.
He has. Head coach Todd Shell told me yesterday he wanted to see the SaberCats have to work the ball downfield. He has a large hand in this defense. It's his defense. Chausseret, the defensive coordinator, just coaching it for him, but Shell said he wants them to dink and dunk it down the field, not give them the big strike.
Now Grieve, short drop, looks to the middle, Rowe's got it, picks up a few yards after the catch, gets to the 9-yard line before he's tackled by Gatewood and company. And that'll bring up a 3rd down situation. Check that 2nd.
Here's a look at our U.S. Army Ironman preview. Randy Gatewood, of course, for Arizona, and James Rowe. Both these guys for years have been the perennial Ironmen for their team. I've seen Gatewood have just incredible games playing that receiver DB position. And of course, Rowe is that receiver Jack linebacker.
A fumble picked up by Kinsinger, and he'll just hang on to it and go down at about the 8-yard line, about the point that they started. So the SaberCats fortunate there to not turn the ball over inside the red zone.
Well, Mark Grieve was coming out. He was going to throw a quick screen out to the flat. Kinsinger came up and apparently was not supposed to go that direction, as we saw him just shaking his head. Ended up knocking the ball out of Mark Grieve's hands. Those miscommunications can be very costly.
3rd and 2 from the 8. Grieve looks toward the far side. Davis makes the catch, and then he's hit right around the 2-yard line. His progress is halted, but the SaberCats get the 1st down, and now they're in excellent position.
Just a quick out by Rasheed Davis to the flat, juggled the ball a little bit, able to get his hands on it, secure the catch before he stepped out of bounds. But just taking advantage of the quick shot down low, Arizona being wary of going for the end zone. They get the 1st down. Now they have a new set of downs from 4 yards out.
Well, and they have the great quarterback Grieve, but almost as often as they've thrown from in the red zone, they've run the ball, and they will here. Kinsinger can't get all the way around the corner, though, as he actually ran into Gatewood and stumbles down to the 2-yard line.
Well, there's been a few things that Arizona has done well this year, and rushing defense is one of them. Todd Shell, again, a defensive guy, has been really tough about rushing defense. So his team's doing a good job this year in that department.
During this 4-game winning streak of San Jose's, they have rushed the ball for a touchdown 15 times versus 18 passing. Pretty close ratio. Green for Davis. Rashid Davis trying to get in, and he's stopped, and he's drilled by Phil Glover, and that'll go for a loss.
Aggressive play. The field gets shorter down here, so DBs and linebackers can react much more quickly. Just a receiver ISO. Matt Kinsinger ISO'd inside on the jack linebacker, but Glover doing a good job of filling from the backside, scraping across the top and making the tackle.
Well, the SaberCats get a generous spot as they gave Davis the progress, and they're back at the 1-yard line. 3rd down now. Green will hand off. Kinsinger to the right side, fumbles the football into the end zone.
And that's a touchback.
And that'll come out, and the SaberCats, as Arizona did first time they had their hands on the football, come up empty.
You know, it seems to me that that's a little bit of a battle of egos. Arizona being the first team in rushing defense, SaberCats trying to pound it down. Sometimes you have to take advantage of your passing game. This time it didn't work out for the SaberCats.
A rare miscue in the red zone by San Jose.
A great matchup. Pitcher Mussina, hitter Ramirez. Mussina deals. Check swing by Ramirez, but he'll get another one. Whoa, up and in. Ramirez clearly looking for a pitch.
If you can read it, you can rip it. The Hitter's Eye, only in MVP Baseball 2005. Rated for everyone. EA Sports. To the game.
Have you been arrested for a serious criminal offense? Do you need an experienced, aggressive attorney to help you?
When I was faced with a situation that required legal representation, I called Phillips & Associates. My attorney was experienced, aggressive, and truly cared for me as a person. I would recommend Phillips & Associates to anyone.
Do you need an experienced attorney to represent you in court?
Little or no money down to start your DUI or criminal case. Call right now, 602-258-8888.
Well, the pretty sure-handed Matt Kinsinger unable to hang on to the football that time, and we've had back-to-back stops here to start the football game.
I see just a toss, fullback toss to the right, trying to go over the top. And actually, I believe it was Gatewood in there. Got knocked into Kinsinger, knocked that ball out. But, you know, that was a battle of wills down there. Sometimes it pays to use all your tools rather than try to prove a point early on.
Now Jermaine back with the football for Arizona in this scoreless tie, and he overthrows the intended receiver on the far side of the field, Evan Lavasek. And Lavasek, as you saw, almost went onto the bench.
Lavasek, a great team player. Played with me back in Albany. We used to call him Speedy Gonzalez because he was a kid that ran a 4.4 when he came in, very raw, but has really adapted to this arena football game and is a prototype for this game. A great defensive player at DB and a great receiver as well.
Lavasek was a question mark for tonight's game with an ankle, but they got him ready in time. Jermaine in the end zone eludes the pressure and throws it to the near side, but it's incomplete as San Jose's Albury battle was all over Jermaine, but he was able to scoot out of trouble to get rid of that football.
Well, a good job of getting rid of that football and also not taking the safety. You see Battle getting inside in a hurry. Jermaine did the best he could with that ball. Throw it away near a receiver because if he gets called for intentional grounding, that is also a safety in this league.
Joe Jermaine coming up empty on his last 5 pass attempts as he tries to find his rhythm here playing in this building where the SaberCats rarely lose football games. In fact, in March, they didn't lose. There's a ball tipped, could have been trouble, but it falls at the 15-yard line, and that's 6 straight for Jermaine incomplete.
Early pressure will do that to you. When you start to get pressure, you start to be uncomfortable, you don't set your feet. SaberCats Kevin Buck back this week gets a big tip. Every pass that goes incomplete right now, Joe Germain is getting more frustrated. You'll see him start to press.
We mentioned off the top the SaberCats with a couple of big injuries, not to mention Arizona without Cedric Bonner, their quarterback, but Tremaine Mack, who has been outstanding for the SaberCats, out with a hamstring. Now a field goal try.
I would look for a trick kick here. Todd Shell is known for using tricks, maybe a pooch onside or something short.
This would be a 60-yard field goal attempt, and now we have a flag.
Delay. Offense.
And that'll send Arizona and their kicker, Anthony Brenner, just a little further back into the end zone.
Todd Shell loves the onside kick. He loves special teams play. I asked him yesterday, you coming in with the onside kicks? He goes, oh yeah, we got them all. So I would be surprised if this wasn't some kind of special kick.
Brenner set. And you called it. That is definitely an onside kick play. It falls at the 12, picked up by Rasheed Davis, but the officials whistle it a dead ball there. So the SaberCats will get it back. 1:55 left in the first quarter. There is no score.
But for now, sit back and enjoy your flight. Bon Jovi! Elway. What you doing in Vegas, little buddy?
We're gonna be here for the Arena Bowl this June.
You're dreaming.
Am I? Why don't we settle this thing right now?
Go for it.
Come on, Trey, roll it!
This June, the AFL Championship game, Arena Bowl 19, is playing Vegas. For tickets, call 1-866-AFL-TICKS today.
Join us April 28th for the best fundraiser of the year.
The 15th annual.
Dining out for life.
Restaurants will donate a percentage of the cost of your meal to the good fight against HIV and AIDS.
This year is bigger and better than ever, no matter what you want to eat or how much you want to spend.
Help us make a difference.
Thousands of men, women, and children are counting on us. And all we have to do is go out and eat. Come on, join the soul. And feed your soul. Very simple. Dine out.
Fight AIDS. It's the most satisfying meal you ever eat.
Thank you.
A scoreless game, and we've played almost a quarter here in San Jose. Time now for a look at the AFL's fantasy leaders, brought to you by the U.S. Army. No surprise, San Jose's Rasheed Davis, 68 fantasy points, leads everybody. Then it's Las Vegas' Marcus Nash, followed by Philadelphia's Marcus Knight. In Grand Rapids, Michael Bishop, rather.
Quarterback up there with the fantasy points. Right now, every coach is fantasizing that they had Rasheed Davis playing for him.
Grebe under pressure, gets it away for a completed pass to Rodney Wright. And Grebe showing a good scrambling ability there to find an open receiver.
I don't know if it was a scrambling or a falling down ability, but good job of composure. Steve Mascoro playing the nose guard position, getting his hands on Grebe, knocking him down. But Grebe with the presence of mind to find his open man underneath and deliver the pass.
A gain of 4 on the play. Mark Grebe, 34-3 in his career as a starter at home. An amazing statistic for a man that has a lot of amazing statistics. This is run out to the 24-yard line by Rodney Wright. The SaberCats move the chains.
Yeah, the SaberCats as a home team are amazing this year. Undefeated at home. They were 1-3 early on. Their one win at home versus Las Vegas, and then 3 long road games. But they take care of business when they're on their home playing turf.
In fact, if you go a little further back, they've won 27 of their last 29 at home, both losses to these Arizona Rattlers, one of them in the playoffs. Grebe, short drop, far side pass, picked up by Baker, and then a flag down in the backfield.
Right now, obviously, no score.
Holding, offense, number 65. After correction, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
Official trying to figure out if they were far enough out from the goal line or not. Frank Beatty playing the center position, getting called for the hold. You see him right here. That's not really a hold. They call him because he got a takedown. You know, nothing drives offensive linemen crazier than being called for a hold on a good block. He gets a takedown, and generally speaking, when you take somebody down like that, they call it a hold, but that was a legitimate block. That was actually good pass protection.
And that backs Darren Arbet's SaberCats to their own 14-yard line, and it also brings us to the end of the first quarter here at HP Pavilion in San Jose. Well, not often you look up at the scoreboard after 15 minutes of football in the AFL to see a couple of donuts. But that's what we have here after a quarter in San Jose. The Rattlers nothing, the SaberCats nothing. It's the AFL on FSN.
Now at the Room Store, for the first time ever, save the tax on every item at every room and get no money down, no interest and no payments till October 2006 with no minimum purchase during our fantastic store-wide Save the Tax sale. Save the tax on this casual sofa, only $3.97. This plush suede cloth sofa, only $4.97. Or this Southwest nailhead trimmed sofa, only $5.97, tax included. The store-wide Save the Tax sale now at the Room Store.
At the Room Store.
Don't miss it.
Can inspiration redefine the order of things? Can uncommon luxury and heavy power actually rewrite the description of the perfect sports sedan? Apparently so. Introducing the 2005 Motor Trend Car of the Year, the Chrysler 300, starting at $24.80. Chrysler, inspiration comes standard.
Discuss the pressures that came with being bigger than the game itself.
We had paparazzi. We didn't have media.
The Fab Five, Beyond the Glory, tonight on FSN.
Tonight on your Arizona Sports Report, Suns and Rockets, The Matrix, T-Mac. Got all the post-game coverage, plus a sit-down with D-back skipper Bob Melvin on the eve of opening day.
On your Arizona Sports Report tonight at 9:30.
World-class boxing returns to FSN. Former champ Riddick Bowe is back with a vengeance and on a quest to reclaim the heavyweight crown in a special live presentation of the best damn sports show period. Thursday on FSN.
Arena Football on FSN is brought to you by ADT, America's residential and commercial security leader. By Health South, the official healthcare provider of the Arena Football League. And by Aaron's. Do the math and you'll choose Aaron's for dream products at dream prices. Well, both these teams coming off victories, and in San Jose's case, a very big one last week in Week 9 when they beat Las Vegas 81-75. But they came up empty in the first quarter as the first play of the second quarter goes as a pass to James Rowe. He'll get it across to the 21-yard line before he's tackled there.
And versus Vegas, also a slow first half really for both teams, but both Vegas and San Jose combining for 95 points in the second half of last week's game. So the Rattlers would prefer to keep it a low-scoring game. They'd like to keep that score down, play some defense. That's Todd Shell's style.
Well, in fact, San Jose, their last two times out, have gone over 70 on both occasions. Before the 81 points against Vegas, they put 72 up against Grand Rapids. Here's Grebe, pressure again, and he's brought down. And a good tackle there by Jerry Sharp, number 55.
Jerry Sharp out of Syracuse. An offensive lineman by nature, but a good pass rusher. You see him just working the spin move off the outside and getting enough of Mark Greaves' ankle to bring him down. You see him right out here, working that spin move back to the inside, and George Williams couldn't contain him.
Just tripped up Greaves seemingly by the shoelace. And that goes for a loss of 3 yards on the sack. 3rd and 21 now, the ball at the 13-yard line. Davis in motion, short drop by Grebe to the middle. He has Rowe, and he's tackled by Bryant at the 24.
Arizona doing a good job playing off right now. Todd Shell is kind of a zone coach where he'll play high zones and try to react to routes underneath, but just doing a good job keeping San Jose's receivers underneath and making the tackle. And again, as we saw in the first quarter, once they get down in the red zone, they have a great run-stopping defense, and it's harder to be able to convert the ball down there if you can't run it. Mark Grieve took a little shot in the ankle on that last play.
4th and 9 after that gain. And there are flags all over the field.
Joe Jacobs just forgot what the count was on. You know, it's funny. You play in a game like this as a quarterback.
Number 93, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
And every time you come out of the huddle, one of your linemen will ask you what it's on. Joe Jacobs up here, you see him just getting off a little early. Mark Grieve with the hard 2 count. Joe thought it was on 1. It took off a little bit early. But every time somebody's asking, what's the count? What's it on? It's amazing that from the huddle, people can forget what the snap count is because they're thinking about their assignments.
So 4th and 14 with Davis, the motion man. He stumbles as Grieve drops back. Runs Davis anyway. Now finds Fernandez. A great catch, a spinning move and a touchdown. But there's a flag on the field. Rodney Wright with the catch. But let's wait and see what the flag's about.
Well, Arizona is saying that it's pass interference against San Jose, but it looked to me like Clarence Lawson had Rodney Wright tangled up, and Rodney Wright pushed off to come back for that ball. You're going to see Rodney Wright up here. He's just running a go route. Clarence Lawson trying to get into it, gets on top of him, gets his hands on him. Rodney Wright doing a good job of coming back for that ball. So
it was an Arizona penalty declined by the SaberCats, so the touchdown catch to Rodney Wright will stand. And now Dan Franz gets set for the extra point as the SaberCats endeavor to put 7 up here. And Franz's kick is good. So San Jose, with their first possession of the second quarter, puts a touchdown on the scoreboard. They lead Arizona 7-0.
In competition, injuries happen. It's part of the game. And to get back your level of performance takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and the best health care. Health South is the nation's leading provider of outpatient diagnostic, surgery, and rehabilitation services. So we can help you get back fast to the action, the competition, and the glory. We know your body. We understand your spirit. We get you back.
Hey, did y'all know that Aaron's is having a sale? It's a dandy. They got refrigerator. Right. Whoa. They got a whole bunch of big screens. They got washers and dry. Hey, y'all better get down here fast.
No wonder everything's disappearing so fast. Do the math. Aaron's guarantees the lowest prices, like on this high-definition big-screen TV monitor, and you're pre-approved.
That's not all. Aaron's has furniture, like these recliners. Hey, the recliner was supposed to disappear, not me.
Join us April 28th
for the best fundraiser of the year.
The 15th annual
Dining Out for Life.
Restaurants will donate a percentage of the cost of your meal to the good fight against HIV and AIDS.
This year is bigger and better than ever, no matter what you want to eat or how much you want to spend.
Help us make a difference.
Thousands of men, women, and children are counting on us.
And all we have to do is go out and eat.
Come on, join the soul.
And feed your soul.
Very simple. Dine out, fight AIDS. It's the most satisfying meal you ever eat.
Thank you.
7-0, San Jose in front. Here's another look at the touchdown.
Well, Mark Grieve dropping back, and actually San Jose had a stop-and-go call. If they'd have had a straight go, Rodney Wright would have walked in, but instead he comes back and makes a nice acrobatic catch, but misses on the alley-oop off the net.
That touchdown came on a 4th and 14 play. And Mark Grieve now 9 of 10 for 95 yards and that touchdown so far today.
Grieve very efficient, especially when you make him work underneath. He'll hit the stops. He'll take that stuff until you give him the stuff up top.
Now the return. Zaya Burling getting himself out to the 12-yard line before he's slowed down. And now Joe Germain and the Arizona offense will come on and try and counter what Grieve and the SaberCats just did.
And Jermaine has been harassed a lot tonight. He's been getting pressure. He needs to find a way to just get in there, start to complete the little stuff, the short stuff underneath, get comfortable, and slow down that San Jose pass rush. The more these big guys have to rush upfield, the more tired they become, and that's when you can take advantage of it as a quarterback.
Offensively, Arizona ranked 11th in the league coming into Week 10. And they were stopped twice in the first quarter by the San Jose defense. And there's an overthrown ball, almost picked off by Aaron Damon of the SaberCats. Well, FSN is the only place to get a weekly dose of the league's top stories, along with the most thorough highlights and analysis of the country's most exciting sport. It's AFL Weekly every Monday at 3:30, hosted by Andrew Siciliano.
Especially good out here on the West Coast if people aren't getting the games from back east when they're played locally or aired locally. You can get all the updates from your teams from around the country.
I'll tell you, I've got that show set on my TiVo. I get it about 10 times a week. And flags on the play as the situation here is 2nd and 10 for Arizona.
Illegal snap, false start, snapper, number 55. Half the distance, correction, will go the full 5 yards. Still second down.
Maybe the center forgot the snap count.
Well, either that or he just moved the football. But, yeah, you can only snap it once in this game, and if you move it too early, or a lot of times these guys will try to draw people offside, they'll squeeze the ball, they'll use their hand, they'll shake the ball a little bit, and the officials, if they catch him, will call them on it. You know, the opposing team oftentimes will look at film and alert the officials beforehand, and that's how you get that call.
Well, the San Jose defensive secondary really has Jermaine out of his rhythm. He'll look to try and complete a pass here, and he will, as he finds Bryant open around the 14. Damon makes the tackle. That's the first completion in 8 tries for Jermaine. He'd gone 0-7 up to that.
With a young quarterback in Joe Jermaine, right now the SaberCats doing a good job of switching up their looks. Rodney Wright came up like he was going to hit the motion, and then just slid to the outside and left that motion by Randy Gatewood for Van Thomas to cover across the top. So Mike Church, defensive coordinator, doing a good job of playing chess right now, calling the right defenses to confuse Joe Jermaine.
3rd down and 6. Gatewood, the motion man. They look to him deep up at the 21. Catches it there before he's wrapped up by Cleavon Thomas. That's more than enough for an Arizona first down.
Now it's just a sail route. You're going to see Gatewood come out and run a sail route. These 2 DBs are going to switch so that Cleavon Thomas has to come over the top. This is the kind of switch up I talked about Church. And Gatewood doing a good job of using his hands to get underneath, create some space for himself, an arena vet using all of his tools.
First down, ball on the 22. That's 2 completions in a row for Jermaine. Now, intercepted by the SaberCats, and so much for the rhythm factor for Joe Jermaine as they turn it over. Joe Jacobs with the nice hands for the big man.
Not just nice hands, but a great read. You're going to see Jacobs is on the defensive end on the right side. He feels the screen coming. Rather than continue his rush, he gets in position to make that interception. Jacobs on the left side of the screen right here. You see him just feathering back. And Mike Church and I were just having this discussion before the game. He was laughing about, where do you go when you're standing on the sidelines as a coach? I told him, you got to get over the wall, coach, get in the stands. He's had 2 knee operations, had an ankle operation in the offseason, got a bad hip. He said, I ain't going anywhere. I'm just going to try to get thin.
I don't know. When Jacobs comes at you at 277 pounds, you find a way to get out of the way. Grieve for Rowe. He juggles it and then drops it. Good coverage on the play by Orshawani Bryant for Arizona.
And Grieve fired that ball in. Rowe just on the shallow cross. Grieve picks it up right away, moves to get out of trouble, and delivers that ball. James Rowe should have made that catch, and he ended up paying for it anyway by hitting the wall. That wall will slow down your steps in a hurry, though. You feel that thing coming up full speed, you'll definitely start to slow down.
2nd and 10. Rowe in motion. Short drop for Grieve. He wants it all, and Rowe ran into trouble back there. Also ran into Clarence Lawson. Flags on the field, both up at the line of scrimmage and also down at the point of contact between Rowe and Lawson.
Well, they're going to call pass interference for one of those flags, and I don't think it was, because James Rowe cut that route off short. Even though Lawson came over the top, that's an uncatchable ball. There's no way that Rowe can get his angle back to catch that football.
Multiple fouls on the play. Illegal defense, illegal twist by the linebacker number 55. That penalty is declined. Pass interference, number 27. That penalty is accepted. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And you see Lawson talking about an uncatchable ball. The illegal twist is going to be a linebacker inside the box here. They can only twist between both A-gaps, so that's the illegal twist. But watch as Rowe comes out of his route. He breaks flat. This ball ends up back here. That's an uncatchable football. I don't agree with that. But either way, the SaberCats would get a penalty.
I'll bet you're not surprised Todd Shell didn't agree either.
Yeah, Todd Shell is not big on agreeing with defensive penalties. He's a very animated coach. You think about John Gruden with the scowl on his face. Coach Shell walks around with that scowl a lot, too.
It's a big play for San Jose. Puts Green at the 12-yard line. First down. Quick throw to Rasheed Davis, and he's piled on there by Lawson. And also Gatewood there in on the coverage.
And if Green had the time, if he felt like he had the time, he actually had James Rowe open for a touchdown. But instead, he's just taking the short stuff. But what that does is move the SaberCats down closer to that tight red zone where Arizona feels they have an advantage down there, playing zone across the goal line and also having a good run-stopping defense.
2nd and 4 from the 6. Green flips it out to Davis, and he is hit hard, goes into the wall, up and around the 2-yard line. Making the tackle for Arizona is Terrence Joseph, and that will be enough for a first down for San Jose.
And a very nice play by Joseph. You know, when you look at this guy, he's listed as 6 foot, 201 pounds, but he is chiseled out of stone. This guy looks like he weighs about 220 pounds. Actually, his teammates joke with him. He's an underwear model in the offseason, so. But he looks so big, doing a good job of getting off the block by James Rowe and making that tackle against Davis.
Yeah. Here's the give to Rasheed Davis, runs into traffic, and he's hauled down by Glover, and he didn't have much of anywhere to go there.
You're going to see Davis again. This is just a quick little receiver ISO, trying to follow the blocking by Steve Warren up there, and there's just nowhere to go because Phil Glover is there to fill the hole, make the tackle. You know, play action would kill Arizona right now. They are reacting so fast and so hard to the run that if the SaberCats came up with play action, they would walk in for the touchdown.
Call it 2nd and goal from the 1.5-yard line. There's the handoff and the touchdown. Steve Warren rumbles in, and the SaberCats have their 2nd score of the football game.
And a little deception. You saw James Rowe come in motion and then flare out like he was going to run the screen. The linebackers for Arizona are not sure who to follow. Warren doing a good job of just keeping his legs driving, a former defensive tackle from Nebraska. Has a couple rushing touchdowns this year for San Jose.
Franz in for the extra point attempt. And that's good. So the San Jose SaberCats off the turnover convert with another touchdown. They lead Arizona 14-0.
Arizona's DUI laws keep getting tougher.
Under new DUI laws, you can be arrested for driving with an alcohol level of .08 and extreme DUI of .15.
Blumberg and Associates is ready to represent you.
You may lose your license, spend time in jail, and face heavy fines.
Call our trial team today for a free consultation.
My firm is ready to fight for you.
So if you're arrested for any reason, call Blumberg and Associates at 264-1900.
America West Arena is the place to be April 10th for the 5th annual Jack in the Box NBA Celebrity Shootout presented to you by Robert and Carol Matches. Join the entire Suns team and national celebrities from the movie, television, and music industries as they take the court for a fun-filled fundraiser to support the Suns Night Hoops. The stars are coming. Are you? Tickets are just $7.50. Get them before they're gone. And we'll see you April 10th as the stars align for the 5th annual Jack in the Box NBA Celebrity Shootout.
Millions have been affected by the tsunami tragedy, and there's still so much that needs to be done. We urge you to join us in helping the relief effort, because together we can make a world of difference.
Before they were
stars. They represented their country. Top high school seniors showcase their stuff for USA Basketball as they take on the best from around the world. The Nike Hoop Summit, live Saturday on FSN.
Back at HP Pavilion, San Jose leads Arizona 14-0 this June. The AFL hosts Arena Bowl in Las Vegas. And for the latest on how you can be part of this exciting championship weekend, log on to arenabowl.com for ticket and event information. Arena Bowl 19, Las Vegas. Don't miss the party.
Well, it used to be that the highest seeded team at the time would host the Arena Bowl, which meant there was a lot of last-minute concerns to get done before the game. This year, it's been predetermined that Las Vegas is going to host the Arena Bowl so everybody can make their plans early.
Dan France kicks it off, and it'll come off the iron right to Sia Burley. Burley up to the 10, he bursts to the 15, and he's hauled down there by San Jose's Aaron Damon, and Arizona will get the football out at the 17-yard line.
And a fortunate bounce there for Arizona. Usually when it comes off the iron, teams aren't this lucky, but right off the crossbar, Sia Burley in perfect position to pick that up. That's the whole point of having that up man there. If something comes off the iron, it comes off the net's funny. It's that guy's job to make sure that you secure the football.
If you're Dan France, San Jose's kicker, that was a perfect kickoff. You want it to come off that iron because it'll usually do squirrely things. As a pass is knocked down from Jermaine by Devin Wyman, and the SaberCats defense continues to play very exceptional football here in this first half.
And Bo Kelly playing that fullback position actually drove Wyman out. You're going to see Kelly go to the left, Jermaine turning back, trying to throw the short side post. But when you hold a big man up, and Wyman is a big man, 6'8", 335 pounds listed. When you hold a big man up, he can get his hands up, and he becomes a big door to try to throw around.
They grow him big at Kentucky State. 2nd and 10. Jermaine finds Burley, and he is wrapped up by Thomas. And that'll be a gain of about 5.
Well, it used to be that the SaberCats would play press man. They were about an 80% press team, which I thought was a pretty arrogant defense. You know, in the Arena Football League, when you have high motion to come up and play that press is tough. But Sia Burley, a quick, shaky receiver. Church said he was going to play more off. Burley just sits down.
Burley, and
he is Van Thomas there to drive on that stop.
Thomas, the 4th-year defensive specialist out of Florida State. 3rd and 3. Jermaine goes for the long pass downfield for Burley, incomplete. We have a flag on the play up near the 24-yard line.
I talked to Sia yesterday and asked him, you know, if they come and press you, are you guys going to try to take advantage of it, convert and just run the go? And he said, we're going to have to see if he can match up with me.
Illegal defense, linebacker out of the box, number 4. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Penalty on Kevin Buck of the SaberCats.
And again, back, a major ACL replacement surgery last season. His first game back, you're going to see him playing that linebacker spot, the MAC linebacker, which is the fullback linebacker. And he gets wide. Close call. Close call, just playing a base defense where neither linebacker rushes. You know, that tackle went out so fast that Buck thought he saw a screen coming.
With the penalty, first down for Arizona. Jermaine, good protection, but the pass incomplete and multiple flags.
Probably either holding or pass interference against Aaron Damon for San Jose defense. And I don't know what the flag at the line of scrimmage is.
Multiple fouls on the play. Holding, defense, number 5. Holding, offense, number 95. Those penalties offset, still first down.
It was just a big holding party. You're going to see Damon down here trying to play that press coverage. Now remember, this guy is a rookie. Mike Church says he has great feet. He's trying to force Tom Pace into that jack linebacker box, which he did, but you can't grab and hold on to a guy.
Holding party sounds fun.
Yes.
Do it all over again, 1st and 10. And over on the far side of the field, it's Evan Lavasek with the completion. Got out to about the 15-yard line.
And Arizona has some guys like Evan Lavasek, Sia Burley, or Shawante Bryant that you want to get them the ball quick, let them do the work. Nifty athletes who can move their feet. They got a little shake to them. You know, let them do some work. Get them the ball on the screen. But San Jose is doing a good job right now of sniffing it out, of feeling when the screens are coming.
2nd and 4 as Arizona tries to get on the scoreboard down by 2 touchdowns. Jermaine has Lavasek for the touchdown.
And just a double slant route. Both receivers doing a slant with an underneath shoot. And you just try to find the open man. You're going to see a double slant coming in from this to a slant. Lavasek on the outside also running a slant with the shoot route up the inside. What that does is it clears Clevan Thomas, the inside DB, out of the way and gives Lavasek all that field to operate with. Let him get open, throw him a strike, and let him get in the end zone.
15-yard touchdown reception for Lavasek. The kick by Brenner, and that's good. So Arizona finally breaks through late here in the 2nd quarter. It is San Jose 14, the Rattlers 7 on FSN.
At Champ Sports, we know that arena football is not a game. Unbelievable! It's a lightning fast. Up and down, side to side, whiplash-inducing roller coaster. Enjoy the ride. Find all the hottest AFL jerseys, caps, shirts, and more at the official athletic retailer of the AFL, Champ Sports, where sport lives.
While you were waiting for 5 o'clock to roll around, our slot machines paid out $1.6 million. More money than any other casino in Arizona. What are you waiting for?
Life not exciting enough for you? Get scratchers from the Arizona Lottery and put some cheer back in your day. Want to double your fun? Play the new Double Up Slingo and win up to $20,000. Your Arizona Lottery. We got your ticket.
That's Todd Shell, and the Arizona Rattlers finally break through against the San Jose defense, which was threatening Mike Pulaski to shut him down for a half.
And right now, that's exactly what Arizona needed. They need to get some momentum. Defense doing a good job of holding the SaberCats down with only 14 points here in the first half so far. But their offense needs to get going, and they've had problems on offense all season long, which is why they're 2-7.
Now you're about to see the man who has been the most exciting kick returner in the AFL this year, Rasheed Davis, as Brenner will kick it off. And Davis has this one come off the net, and it instead is fielded by Ryan Fernandez. He's tackled. There's also a flag on the play.
And that's going to be a 5-yard line violation. If you're the covering team on a kickoff, you're not allowed to cross that 5-yard line until the ball is either caught or touches the ground. And it was close. I think that ball may have touched the ground before the Arizona defender crossed the line.
There was no foul for violation of the 5-yard belt as there was a touchback. First down.
The ball came across the line and hit the ground. As soon as it hit the ground, it's no longer a 5-yard violation. You can see here's the 5-yard line, and the ball hits the ground. So the official didn't see the ball hit the ground, but nobody had caught it yet. As soon as the Arizona defender crossed that line, he threw the flag. So a good no call, good pickup by the officials.
So Davis will not get an opportunity, at least on that opportunity, to run a kickback for a touchdown in 3 straight games. He's on a stretch of 2 in a row. 3 from the goal line, and that is incomplete. Wanted Shalon Baker, who was wrapped up by Lavasek. And that'll bring up 2nd down for San Jose.
You know, San Jose hasn't been able to go over the top yet. Clarence Lawson doing a good job of really shutting down Rasheed Davis. Davis trying to work 3 or 4 moves, and Lawson just staying in his back pedal. Todd Shell said he's a man cover guy, and Terry Malley, the offensive coordinator for the SaberCats there, trying to figure out a way to get the ball downfield, stretch the field.
We are at the 1-minute warning here in this first half at San Jose's HP Pavilion. It is San Jose in front by a touchdown, 14-7 over the Rattlers.
I was cooking dinner and I just fell asleep. I collapsed. I couldn't call for help, but ADT did. They saved my life.
An ADT monitored fire detector actually signals ADT, so we can call for help. Call now and save over $100 off the regular price when you buy ADT's family package, and save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. Call 1-800-ADT-ASAP. ADT, always there.
Ready for a more exciting fantasy football experience? AFL Fantasy Football is back and better than ever. Log on to AFLFantasy.com for a chance to win weekly and season-long cash prizes. More yards. More scoring. More excitement. AFL Fantasy Football, powered by Sandbox. Sign up and get in on the action.
In competition, injuries happen. It's part of the game. And to get back your level of performance takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and the best health care. Health South is the nation's leading provider of outpatient diagnostic, surgery, and rehabilitation services. So we can help you get back fast to the action, the competition, and the glory. We know your body. We understand your spirit. We get you back.
A minute to go here in the second quarter, 14-7 San Jose in front of Arizona. Coming up on the Aaron's Halftime Report, we'll have a feature with the Los Angeles Avengers, who we mentioned earlier lost today. Also first half stats and highlights. It's week 10 in the Arena Football League. This is the last game of the week. So we put a wrap on things. And there's a wrap that got away as Davis appeared to be tied up. And then picked up another couple of yards as he escaped that tackle by Clarence Lawson.
Yeah, really nice center of balance for Rasheed Davis. Just running a quick hitch inside. Good job pumping his arm, driving his arms going into the hitch, and was able to keep his feet after Lawson hit him. Then the rest of the Rattlers coming to clean it up.
Give you an idea of the difference for Davis from 2 weeks ago when the SaberCats won big here. By this point, he had 200 yards 2 weeks ago. Tonight after that catch, just 24. Some catches made by Rowe up at the 24, but we have a penalty back at the line of scrimmage.
And there's been no great flow to this game either way so far, so neither team in a rhythm.
Illegal defense, linebacker number 44 out of the box. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a first down.
44 is Kerry Glover playing that fullback Mac position right here. Just coming back, was injured earlier in the year versus Georgia. We see him getting way too wide on the outside that tackle. Not allowed to do that. If you're one of those guys in the box, you can't get outside that 5-yard box, which is outside shoulder to outside shoulder of the tight end to the guard and only 5 yards deep.
First and 10 from their own 24. James Rowe, the motion man for San Jose. Reed, pressure, standing in the pocket. Now he throws the ball upfield, trying to shovel it toward Rasheed Davis, and it's incomplete.
Very heady play by Mark Grieb. Nakia Anderson, good job of grabbing Grieb's throwing arm. Anderson playing that tackle spot. You see him grabs Grieb's throwing arm, looking for the strip, trying to get the ball out. Grieb finding a green shirt out there and trying to wing it left-handed, but not quite enough to get it downfield. Making sure he's just throwing that ball away, not taking the sack. Plus he gets the incomplete pass, and that stops the clock.
Second down now. Grieb with 16 seconds to work with here in this first half. Davis downfield. They give it short to Kinsinger. He'll run it across the 15 to the 13-yard line before he's finally hit into the wall by Tom Pace.
So now with 10 seconds left, San Jose has 2 plays really to get into the end zone or kick a field goal. Plus, remember, they deferred to start the game off, so they're going to get the ball back in the second half. If they get a touchdown here, they go up by 14. If they can score with that first possession, then they go up by 21. And that's a big lead in this league.
10 seconds left, first down. Rowe downfield on the far side. Grieb to the end zone. Rowe all alone beats the coverage, and a touchdown, San Jose.
Just a good read route by James Rowe. Arizona was trying to play a zone. You're going to see Rowe run downfield, find an open spot, and just sit down in it. Nobody there to cover him. Why move anywhere else? Find a hole, sit in it, and Mark Reed found him to deliver the touchdown.
14 yards on the touchdown reception for Rowe. Franz with the point after, and it's good. So the SaberCats get a big late touchdown. 6 seconds to go in the half. They lead 21-7.
Bon Jovi. Elway. What you doing in Vegas, little buddy?
We're gonna be here for the Arena Bowl this June.
You're dreaming.
Am I? Why don't we settle this thing right now?
Go for it.
Come on, Trey, roll it!
Follow the drive to Arena Bowl 19 Las Vegas every weekend on Fox Sports Net and NBC.
Hit me.
Are you ready? Wow! Go! Wow! Are you ready? I can't do this. Go! No way! Not even for some Bud Light?
Bud Light, fresh, smooth, real.
See you, dude! Wait!
It's all here.
21-7 as the SaberCats score late here.
And Mark Reed flawlessly working that position of quarterback. Looking downfield, finds the open hole. Being in sync with James Rowe, knowing that he's going to sit down, just delivering a strike on time.
Big first half for Grebe, at least late. 15 of 19 for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Rowe, the key man offensively, with 7 catches for 74 yards and the score. And here's the San Jose kick. Pace is back, and he'll take it off the net. Out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and he's tackled there, and a flag is thrown. Aaron Damon in on the tackle as time runs out, but we'll have to sort out the penalty before the teams can retreat to their locker room.
On the run back, holding number 56 of the receiving team. That penalty is declined by rule. The half is over.
So that'll be it. The SaberCats get the late score, and keep in mind San Jose will also receive to start the third quarter. It's halftime here in week 10 of our AFL game on FSN. It's the San Jose SaberCats 21 and the Arizona Rattlers 7.
Soldiers in the Army Reserve are all around you. They take pride and honor in serving their country, knowing it doesn't mean giving up their civilian life. They further their education and gain the skills and experience that help them succeed every day. Become a soldier in the Army Reserve. It's not your everyday job.
What? That was offside! Face back! First down! Way to go, baby! Let's go for 2. Blitz. Time out! Come out! Come out! He's all over him. Interference. Right in his hand! Oh.
So glad I'm not playing anymore.
Touchdown! Yes!
Every armchair quarterback needs a high-definition widescreen projection TV monitor. Aaron's has a great selection at the guaranteed lowest price.
Game over? Game over?
What?
And Del Worsham wins it all again for Checker Auto Parts.
Del Worsham, are you working here?
Sort of.
I've got a whole list of things.
No problem. Checker Auto Parts. Want the right part fast? Wow. We got it. For the store nearest you, call 1-800-2-CHECKER or shop us online at checkerauto.com.
Welcome back to the Aaron's halftime report here at HP Pavilion in San Jose. It is San Jose leading the Arizona Rattlers 21-7. Well, both these football teams have a date with the Los Angeles Avengers a little later on in this AFL season. You have a date with them right now. Time for some FaceTime with the Avengers.
Hi, I'm John Coletto. I'm Brian Sump.
I'm Silas Dummer. I'm Fred Ray.
I'm Al Lucas.
I'm Rick Hopkins of the Los Angeles Avengers, and this is my FaceTime.
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 FaceTime. FaceTime. FaceTime. The best nickname on our team was Billy Ray Virus when John Cleo had a cold sore on his lower lip.
My nickname used to be Fetus because I was always the young guy.
Doghead. So that's Rupert Doghead Grant, because he has just like the biggest head that I've ever seen.
I wear number 3 because I couldn't get number 6 at Maryland, and that was the only number I could get.
It's the only jersey that was available when I first started the Arena League.
The funniest thing a fan ever said to me was, "Run, son, run."
Can I have your jock strap? Lady reached out with a cocktail and said, "Hey, Cleo, you want a drink?"
Oh, would you like a beer?
You suck. That's probably about the only thing that I've heard. I was on American Idol.
You dropped the bomb on me. Baby, we are the world. We are the children.
Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Ah, yeah. Girl, I know this might seem strange. Just let me know if I'm out of order. You're not even getting me to do American Idol. One of my superstitions is calling my mom right before I get dressed.
I have to wear tights under my uniform. Growing my hair out for the entire season, as you can see.
The best movie I saw this year, the movie Saw, because dude, there was a guy on there, he just cut off his foot.
Fat Albert. Hey, that's a nice thing to say. I'm married and I have 2 kids, so I really can't go out and see movies unless it's SpongeBob SquarePants.
Definitely Napoleon Dynamite. I scored freaking touchdowns, freaking idiot.
Well, those LA Avengers probably weren't cracking quite as wise after their loss at Orlando earlier today. Back with more from San Jose in a moment.
Let Empire Glass replace your cracked windshield. And will now...
Welcome back to the Aaron's halftime report here in San Jose, California. The defending Arena Bowl champion, SaberCats, leading Arizona by a score of 21-7. A look at the first half statistics. In a game that so far, Mike Pulaski, has been dominated primarily by the defenses. And in the case of Rashid Davis, kick return yards only 2 for San Jose. In fact, James Rowe has been the weapon of choice for Mark Grebe on the receiving end so far tonight.
Rashid Davis only 1 kickoff to him, and he didn't even get to field it. So the 2 return yards were actually just on the catch. Right now, the only big stat difference is the passing yards for San Jose. Double what Arizona has done. Jermaine's struggling a little bit. 7 for 16 right now. Thrown an interception on that screen. So Arizona's offense not in sync, and San Jose slowly picking it up, getting better as they got into the second quarter.
Yeah, full marks, though, to the Rattlers defense. This is a SaberCat offense that, as we mentioned off the top of the show, have put up 70-plus points on back-to-back weeks coming into Week 10.
Yeah, and to stop this offense is tough. Right now, Arizona doing a good job of staying high, slowing the game down, forcing all of the underneath throws, the hitches, the stops, the little slants underneath, doing a good job. If they stay down, they're going to have to start the gamble, try to force those turnovers, and that's when San Jose can take the big shot downfield, unless Arizona can stop.
All right, we'll check out some highlights from here in San Jose. When we come back, it's the rivalry of all rivalries in the Western Division, Arizona and San Jose.
A great matchup. Pitcher, Mussina. Hitter, Ramirez. Mussina deals. Check swing by Ramirez, but he'll get another one. Whoa, up and in. Ramirez clearly looking for a pitch.
If you can read it, you can rip it. The Hitter's Eye. Only in MVP Baseball 2005. Rated E for everyone. EA Sports. To the game.
I will not be afraid of the dark.
I will not feel guilty leaving my dog alone.
I will know my children are safe.
I will finally be able to relax!
A single ADT system can help protect your home and family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save over $100 off the regular price when you buy ADT's family package. Plus save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. Call 1-800-ADT-ASAP. ADT, always there.
At Champ Sports, we know that arena football is not a game. It's a lightning fast, up and down, side to side, whiplash-inducing roller coaster. Enjoy the ride. Find all the hottest AFL jerseys, caps, shirts, and more at the official athletic retailer of the AFL, Champ Sports, where sport lives.
Welcome back to the Aaron's halftime report, 21-7. The SaberCats with a 2-touchdown lead over the Rattlers. We had 3 stops to start this football game, and then the points started.
Well, early on, both teams were slow in that first quarter. And then Mark Green puts one up for Rodney Wright, who makes a nice adjustment on the ball while it's in the air for the touchdown. Coming back, it was Steve Warren on the ground. SaberCats finding a way to penetrate that Arizona defense, who is first in rushing defense right now in the AFL. Then Evan Lavasek on the quick slant from the outside. And the SaberCats come back to strike again to James Rowe, just working against zone, finding a hole, sitting down. The SaberCats taking full advantage.
San Jose will receive the kick to start the second half. That comes up next.
But for now, sit back and enjoy your flight.
Right now at the Room Store, for the first time ever, save the tax on every item at every room and get no money down, no interest, and no payments till October 2006 with no minimum purchase during our store-wide Save the Tax sale. Save the tax on every Broy Hill bedroom. Buy this ranch bed, only $297, or this cherry sleigh bed, only $397, tax included, and get an extra $100 off when you buy the matching dresser and mirror on sale. The store-wide Save the Tax sale now at the Room Store.
At the Room Store.
Don't miss it.
Tonight on your Arizona Sports Report, Suns and Rockets, The Matrix, T-Mac. Got all the post-game coverage, plus a sit-down with D-back skipper Bob Melvin on the eve of opening day. On your Arizona Sports Report tonight at 9:30.
It's a sport where anything can happen, where racers risk it all.
You've got to be on the game every second of the race.
And million-dollar machines are pushed to the limit. Be there for one night of 3 Indy races and one team's adventure going for the glory. Follow in their footsteps as they drive to be the first at the finish line. The world premiere of IndyCar Racer, April 7th, only on the National Geographic Channel. Dare to explore.
The meeting place for true Arizona fans is the Diamondbacks Insider. Get premier coverage of your D-backs with the latest news and revealing player profiles all season long. The Diamondbacks Insider. The season premieres Monday at 6:30 and 10 on FSN Arizona.
This telecast is copyrighted by the Arena Football League for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the AFL's consent is strictly prohibited.
We welcome you back to HP Pavilion in San Jose. Randy Hahn, Mike Pulaski. The San Jose SaberCats will receive the football to start this third quarter, and they lead by 2 touchdowns.
Right now, SaberCats getting the ball back, trying to get into their rhythm for this second half. They're a very good closing team. As a championship team and with the history of it, they know how to finish games. So Arizona has to be on top of their defense and try to stop that man, Mark Grieve, because once he gets his game going, he's impossible to stop.
Greaves having another outstanding year. Of course, the Rattlers and their fans won't soon forget Greaves' outstanding Arena Bowl championship performance last June, nor will they forget James Rowe, as those two, as much as anything, were responsible for the SaberCats' victory in that thrilling game that went down to the final play. Rodney Wright runs it back for San Jose out to the 20-yard line. And speaking of that Arena Bowl game in 2004, here's a look back. What a game it was.
In San Jose, cream of the crop, going down to Arizona. Bonner trying to deliver the pass to Hunky Cooper. The SaberCats able to break it up.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, baby.
And James Rowe got that right. That's exactly what it's all about. That's what you play every game for and practice every day for, is to lift that trophy at the end. Coach Arvette getting that opportunity 2 times in the last 3 years.
Arbette now 78-30 as a head coach in his career. Here's Davis leaping up to try and haul that in, just about a foot out of his reach. And that's really the first time we've seen Grieve go over the top in this football game, as he wanted it all there from Rasheed Davis.
And Grieve actually had him, but he had to step up, and that momentum moving forward put just a little bit too much on that. Terry Malley on the sideline was telling Rasheed Davis, pump your arms, keep running, don't leave your feet so early, because Davis took off just a little bit too soon for that.
2nd and 10, SaberCats at their own 20. Davis back in motion on the near side, stop route, picks it up at the 21 and gets out to the 20-yard line before he's wrapped up there by Clarence Lawson.
Well, when Terry and Malley and I talked, he said he doesn't like to get into third and long. Doesn't like to get into third down a lot, but doesn't like to get into third and longs, where you have to try to go for it all at once. So if you miss the big one on first down, come back on second down, at least get most of it, get close, so you have the choice of running the ball, throwing a screen, but doing something different than having to throw the big downfield pass.
Almost got it all. 3rd and 1 from the 20. This time to give to Davis. He'll try and get across the 20-yard line for the first down. And he ran into all kinds of trouble there as Lawson was in on the tackle.
Should give him a first down. You see Davis coming in from the left of the screen. Big Nakia Addison over there, just taking the little man into the wall. But just enough for that first down.
So Grape's back in business with a fresh set of downs, starting at the 20-yard line. (16 of 21), as you see, with 2 touchdown passes so far in the football game for Mark Grieve. James Rowe, the motion man. Grieve pumps, Rowe in the end zone. Touchdown. 2nd touchdown catch of the night for James Rowe. And he and Grieve are clicking tonight.
Well, the SaberCats are trying to isolate James Rowe against Clarence Lawson. He's going to run around, get man-to-man with Lawson because he's the motion, and break to the corner route. These routes will just clear and sit down. But you get the ISO with Rowe because Lawson takes the motion in that man, and Grieve delivers a perfect strike into the end zone, side of the end zone. That's just how you draw it up in the locker room.
20 yards on the reception as Franz in for the extra point. And that goes off the upright, and it will be no good. So the SaberCats leave a point on the table, but it's a 27-7 lead over Arizona.
Hey, did y'all know that Aaron's is having a sale? It's a dandy. They got refrigerator. Right. Whoa. They got a whole bunch of big screen. They got washers and dry. Hey, y'all better get down here fast.
No wonder everything's disappearing so fast. Do the math. Aaron's guarantees the lowest prices, like on this high-definition big-screen TV monitor, and you're pre-approved.
That's not all. Aaron's has furniture, like these recliners. Hey, the recliner was supposed to disappear, not me.
Target identified. Element search for Hotel Victor Tango 2 and 8. Execute assault time now.
Hey, watch this.
You like banana?
Oh, yeah.
Here, take it. Go.
Give me that.
Bud Light, fresh, smooth, real.
Give me that. Come on, give me that.
It's all here.
27-7, and Mike Pelosi, that's the thing about this San Jose offense. You just don't know whose night it's going to be. Tonight it appears to be James Rowe's night, as he's now caught 8 balls for 96 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, amazingly enough, San Jose has 7 receivers that have caught 11 or more passes, but only 10 guys that have caught passes. Arizona only has 4 that have caught over 10, out of 17 guys, or 14 guys that have caught passes.
Josiah Burley nowhere to go, and then he is drilled by Rodney Wright. And the Rattlers will start with the football deep in their own end.
And taking the ball off the net is tough duty. Josiah Burley looking for a hole. There was nothing there. Rodney Wright doing a good job of making a tackle. Wright, an offensive player by nature, but down on special teams covering that kick. And right now, Arizona drastically needs something big to happen.
Yeah, Joe Germain and company have their work cut out for them. Down by 20. Burley in motion, flying downfield too, off his fingertips. Wright is there on the coverage, and it's an incomplete pass.
And Germain was late delivering that ball. He hitched and held the ball a step too long. When you're throwing the stop, watch him come back here. When you're throwing the stop, you need to hit 5 and throw. He hit 5, hitched, and held the ball. He needs to get that off quicker. He needs to anticipate. That's one thing as a backup quarterback. You're not used to working with the starting receivers. You can't get it off as quickly because you don't have the confidence.
Germain making his second straight start in the absence of the injured Cedric Bonner, who's still got the knee. The throw to this side, Burley popped at the 19 by Cleavon Thomas. And that'll be enough for a first down. I'll take you back to March 19th against Las Vegas. Here's how Bonner got hurt.
Now, Cedric Bonner, future Hall of Famer in the Arena Football League. As a quarterback, oftentimes you're exposed. You see him get hit, and just that right knee from Steve Konopka ended up catching him in the lower leg. And that's enough to tweak that knee. He's got a sprain, an MCL sprain on that left knee. And just enough. All it needs to be is quick contact. It's not always somebody falling on you, but getting kneed like that will tweak it.
New set of downs for Joe Germain. Goes deep, has Gatewood there. Excellent coverage on the play by Aaron Damon, but there's a flag downfield.
And Aaron Damon stayed in perfect position.
Illegal defense, linebacker number 7 out of the box. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
7, Shalom Baker coming wide. You can see he was nowhere near the box. he thought he was playing the flat coverage for a second. Aaron Damon right in position with Randy Gatewood. For the most part, avoiding contact and getting up to bat that ball. Perfect position.
Some guys forget the snap count coming out of the huddle. Some guys forget their position. A lot to think about out there. 1st and 10. Germain, 5-step drop. Stayed in the pocket, then he stumbled, tripped up by Kevin Buck, and brought down at around the 20-yard line.
And Buck doing a nice job, actually, from the ground. He was on the ground, reached out and grabbed Joe Germain's ankle as Germain was stepping out, and he took that front leg out from underneath him, and Germain wasn't able to get it back in time. Just that left leg, and he got the sack. That's the shoelace sack.
So now 2nd and 13 from the 20. As Arizona struggles to try and get something going rhythm-wise here in this 3rd quarter. Germain throws it underneath, has Gatewood. He's wrapped up there by Aaron Damon. And that'll be out to the 27-yard line. It'll leave them at about 3rd and 8.
Well, this is the #1 rush group right now for San Jose. You have Joe Jacobs in there, you have George Williams, you have Ruffin in there playing that other tackle, Jeff Ruffin, and Kevin Buck is the linebacker. If they want to bring pressure against the quarterback, this is the group that you want on 3rd and long.
It is 3rd and 7 from the 23 of the SaberCats. Germain wrapped up from behind, and they'll call it an incomplete pass as Baker picked it up, but it was Joe Jacobs coming in from behind Germain and knocking that football out of his grasp.
Yeah, fullback linebacker playing fullback right now. Phil Glover for Arizona was trying to come out as a slide protection, and Glover just never got near Joe Jacobs, just used the speed rush upfield. They call it running the hoop, but he never had to dip the shoulder, so all he did was run around the end and get that pass break up in the backfield. Nice play by Joe Jacobs.
After the incompletion, it brings up 4th and 7 now for Arizona.
expect to see press coverage by San Jose. They're going to come up and play it tight and work that pass rush again.
Burley starts in motion to the far side. Jermaine looks to the end zone. Completed pass to Gatewood, and he gets in for the touchdown. Randy Gatewood beats the coverage downfield. Rodney Wright there for the SaberCats, and that's a big play for Jermaine in Arizona.
Very big play with all the pressure for him to stay in there and deliver that pass. Just over the top to Gatewood, just over the top, because Rodney Wright was right there. But that's what you need to do, execute in crucial situations. It's one of the things that Arizona hasn't done this season.
Brenner in for the point after. And he'll put that through the uprights. And the Rattlers come alive here with a touchdown in the third quarter. They still trail San Jose 27-14. It's the AFL on FSN.
In competition, injuries happen. It's part of the game. And to get back your level of performance takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and the best health care. Health South is the nation's leading provider of outpatient diagnostic, surgery, and rehabilitation services. So we can help you get back fast to the action, the competition, and the glory. We know your body. We understand your spirit. We get you back.
Thank you for calling ADT Security Services.
I just wanted you to know that security system saved me twice.
You all have given me peace of mind.
I tell everybody I see, get an ADT security system.
Like these customers and millions more, you'll feel more secure with ADT in your home. ADT helps protect your family from burglary, fire, and carbon monoxide. Call now and save over $100 off the regular price when you buy ADT's family package. And you may save up to 20% off your homeowner's insurance. ADT, always there.
My wife and I wanted to do this commercial so we could share with you our satisfying experience with Phillips & Associates.
Due to an unexpected injury, we were unable to pay all of our medical bills. After seeing a Phillips & Associate commercial, we contacted them.
They immediately stopped all harassing creditor calls, answered all of our questions, and put our minds at ease.
Thank you, Phillips & Associates, for giving us a new lease on life.
Call us right now to set up your free debt evaluation. 602-258-8888.
27-14 San Jose leading. Joining us now, injured Arizona quarterback Cedric Bonner. Cedric, Randy Hahn with Mike Pulaski. First, how's the knee?
It's getting there. About another week or two, and I'll be ready to go.
Had some offensive problems early on, said it's Mike Pulaski. And you guys just came out, got a big touchdown. What did you do at halftime to talk about San Jose's defense?
I think the one thing we weren't doing is executing. That's what we needed to come out and just execute all the way around. We were breaking down protection-wise and just not getting it done. And I think that last drive we hung in there and got a big play on fourth down.
We'll keep you with us for a moment.
One of the things that makes a championship team, as you know, having played on several teams in the Arena Bowl, is execution, the little things, the discipline things, and you guys have had a problem with it so far this year. What are you doing to correct that as a team?
We're just working hard. I think everyone still has the right mindset. We're going out trying to improve and get better each week. And the attitude in the locker room, you couldn't tell that we were a 2-7 team. Everyone's working hard, still caring about what we're doing. So we're just trying to turn it around right now and get it going.
Cedric Bonner, thanks for the visit and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And I'm looking forward to seeing Ced back on the field because he is one of the finest to ever play in this league.
Here's Rasheed Davis on the throw from 3. Stumbles out to the 19-yard line before he's tackled there by Clarence Lawson. That'll be just short of a first down for San Jose.
Ced was one of those guys as a quarterback, or is one of those guys, who is so frustrating for defensive linemen because he will hit his third step and throw, hit his fifth step and throw, and just keep getting the ball off every time. Accurately, quickly, score touchdowns, and those guys can't get a hand on him or can't get him sacked. So a very good quarterback. The Rattlers are missing him right now. 2nd and 1 for San Jose. Quick throw out to Shalon Baker. Gets past the first tackler and then out to the 20 before he's popped by Lawson. And a nice pickup by Shalon Baker as he gets first down yardage and then some. A good job of using the screen to the outside. And right now, San Jose is being more physical. Both their receivers and fullback linebackers out there making blocks. You see Rodney Wright out there, Rasheed Davis. making big blocks and clearing that lane for Shalon Baker.
Now first down for San Jose from the Arizona 20. You see the score, 27-14, under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Grieve, good protection out to Baker again. Catches it at the 13, out to the 11 before he's tackled by Lawson.
You hit the nail on the head there, Randy. Good protection was the key to that. Grieve able to read all three of his receivers. You see he's looking for the post, comes back to the outside. He knows he's got Baker there. Clarence Lawson making a nice tackle, just an ankle grab and holding on for the ride.
Yeah, Baker was frustrated, I think, in that he felt he could have turned that into a big play, as in touchdown. But Lawson just got him on the shoe tops.
Well, those defensive guys have to earn their paychecks too, you know.
2nd and 1. Grieve to give. Baker again. This time nowhere to go. Pace is there for Arizona, along with Vince Amy.
And a big swarm of white shirts. You know, sometimes you have to run the ball, try to get that first down, but you have to do it just to establish that you will. That's one way that San Jose has been able to keep that pass rush down to a minimum for Arizona.
Terry Malley, San Jose offensive coordinator, looking on as Grieve steps behind center. 3rd and 1 from the 11. Shalon Baker, the motion man. Grieve gives it short. This will be picked up by Warren, and he's got nowhere to go. And he's pushed all the way back to the 17-yard line. So the running game for San Jose here struggling as it breaks down on successive tries. First Baker and then Warren there.
Well, again, Arizona, first in rush defense in the AFL, 11.8 yards per game. So you're trying to go right into the teeth of that defense. You run a little play action, do something else. Quick screens to the outside have been effective for San Jose, but don't always try to force the issue.
4th down and a yard. 9 rushes for San Jose for only 4 yards tonight. Here's Warren. He's got a first down. He's got a touchdown. His 2nd career 2-touchdown game, and the SaberCats are in front of the score.
Well, Aubrey Battle, number 95 for San Jose on the outside here against number 95 for Arizona, Kelvin Ingram. Watch this hook block. Battle gets to the outside and absolutely buries Ingram, creates a pile, and nobody's getting around it. It allows Steve Warren to waltz into the end zone untouched. Great block by Aubrey Battle, kid that played at A-State in college, so familiar with this Arizona team.
Dan France in for the point after attempt, and it's good. Make it 35 points now for the SaberCats, so 34 make it 34-14 San Jose.
A great matchup. Pitcher Mussina, hitter Ramirez. Mussina deals. Check swing by Ramirez, but he'll get another one. Whoa, up and in. Ramirez clearly looking for a pitch.
If you can read it, you can rip it. The hitter's eye. Only in MVP Baseball 2005. Rated E for everyone. EA Sports. It's in the game.
Bon Jovi. Hellway. What you doing in Vegas, little buddy? We're gonna be here for the Arena Bowl this June. You're dreaming. Am I? Why don't we settle this thing right now? Go for it.
Come on, Trey, roll it!
This June, the AFL Championship game, Arena Bowl 19, is playing Vegas. For tickets, call 1-866-AFL-TICKS today.
The Room Store is #1 in sales and #1 in selection of famous Sealy Posturepedic in Arizona. At the Room Store, if you can buy it today, we'll deliver it tomorrow. We'll beat any price, any day, and it all comes with our no-hassle money-back satisfaction guarantee. And right now, buy Sealy any size, full, queen, or king at one low price, starting at only $88 each piece, tax included. And get no money down, no interest, and no payments till October 2006 with no minimum purchase.
At the Room Store.
Don't miss it.
See the time left, 34-14 here in the third quarter.
And just a little fullback toss to the outside. Aubrey Battle clearing away. And a lot of green shirts downfield hunting for somebody to block and nobody there.
You know, until he scored 2 touchdowns on the ground against Philadelphia earlier this year, Warren said he hadn't scored a touchdown since middle school. And you figured he'd know and remember something like that. Now he's got two touchdown games this season. Here's pace for Arizona off the net. He's got one man to beat. He beats him. He's going to go coast to coast for a touchdown. Tom Pace beat Franz, the kicker, with that outside move. Goes 56 yards. And just like that, Arizona responds in a big way.
And a big spark. The Rattlers needed this. Pace just takes this ball off the net. And the Rattlers doing an outstanding job of getting a jersey on every San Jose SaberCat down there to cover. You know, Pace was a standout tailback at Arizona State, an option quarterback in high school, and he used that running ability to find that big hole, score the touchdown.
Brenner for the point after, and that's good. So all of a sudden, things get a little more interesting here as we get one more look at the 56-yard kickoff return by number 56.
And
number 23, rather.
And just a shirt on a shirt everywhere across the field. You know, outside of being a great return man, as you see, Pace also a singer in a band back in Arizona. After a game last year, they played at the Hard Rock Cafe, a band called Point Blank. I was talking to him about the band today before the game, and he said they had a few internal problems in the band right now, but they're working on it going forward.
That's not unique. Bands have a lot of problems usually sticking together. Well, there is Joe Germain trying to keep this Arizona team together here in the midst of a difficult season. They come in here 2-7, but they show some light here in this third quarter, and especially there on the kickoff return for the touchdown. Now it's a 2-touchdown game again.
And if you're a young quarterback, you know, Jermaine had a great week last week, you know, playing Nashville. It's a team that's not as good as San Jose. If you're a young quarterback, it's hard to come in and play a team like the SaberCats because they switch up what they do on defense, give you different looks. Now, Cedric Bonner told me that Jermaine is going to be a really good quarterback. And if Ced says it, I believe him because he knows this game inside and out. But right now, Jermaine's seeing some different looks and throwing him off a little bit and getting a lot of pressure upfield.
Well, here's Rasheed Davis. He has 4 kickoff returns for touchdowns this season, including in back-to-back weeks. This one gets caught up in the netting, and they will whistle that down. And that'll be ruled a touchback because it came off that iron and got caught up.
Anytime it gets caught up in that net, the officials are going to blow it dead. If it doesn't come off smoothly, it'll be a touchback so as they don't put the return man in danger.
So once again, we don't get a chance to see Rasheed Davis attempt to go coast to coast himself. No player in San Jose history has ever run a kickoff back for a touchdown in 3 consecutive games. And you know Davis knows that, and he'd love to be the first guy to do it. Have to wait. As Grieve throws it outside to Fernandez. Fernandez, a spin move to take off the tackler. Gets out to the 20 before he's wrapped up by Pace and Lawson. Put it up for a first down for San Jose.
Fernandez taking a shot to the hip. We're just going to see the wide. It's going to be sit-downs by both these guys off the outside. Grieve delivering the ball quickly. Fernandez trying to get upfield. Gets wrapped up and takes a shot in the hip. Right now, that receiver DB spot for San Jose is just all beat up. Everybody's got an ailment. Barry Wagner is out. Fernandez is hurt. Rodney Wright filling in.
Grieve a short drop over the middle. As his man, it's Cleavon Thomas. He went head check that James Rowe. He went head first into that near side dasher board. Gets up a little slowly. Lawson and Pace there again on the coverage.
Well, Rowe just getting his feet tangled up. He'd have gone into the boards even if it weren't for Lawson.
That's the end of the third quarter here in San Jose. Still a 2-touchdown game as the SaberCats lead the Arizona Rattlers 34-21. San Jose trying to make it 5 straight wins at home and solidify their hold on first in the division.
On FSN Arizona.
Arena football on FSN is brought to you by Champ Sports. where you can get all of your team's official Arena Football League merchandise today. Champ Sports, where sport lives. By Las Vegas, home of the Arena Bowl 19, Sunday, June 12th. And by the United States Army, an army of one. One quarter to go here at HP Pavilion in San Jose. Pretty good football game in this rivalry in the West. San Jose and Arizona, the finalists in the AFL last year, with San Jose winning Arena Bowl in Phoenix. Just to put a little punctuation mark on that tremendous game. Here's Grieve, who engineered that victory. Tosses it out to Rodney Wright. He is wrapped up by Lawson. Out to the 15. That'll be a gain of a couple.
Yeah, and actually Grieve's first Arena Bowl that he was able to play in back in 2002. He got injured. John Dutton had to come in and win playoff game and win the Arena Bowl with that SaberCats team. But Grieve, much deserved with the big win last year.
Threw 8 touchdowns in that Arena Bowl victory. Picked up the game MVP award. Now the SaberCats are trying to repeat as champions in AFL. Slow start, but they're starting to put it together as Grieve finds Rasheed Davis open on the near side, and he gets into the red zone and then some. To the 4-yard line, maybe the 3.
And again, protection for Mark Grieve. Able to sit back there, make his reads, dump the ball down. Did a good job of executing. You see Joe Jacobs there, in my opinion, the best two-way lineman in this league. He can rush the passer, and he is probably, he's actually a better offensive lineman at this point, but he's a defensive lineman by nature. But he can do it all.
First and goal from the 3. Reed in motion, the give to Kinsinger, and he busts his way in for the touchdown.
Well, the near side, the line judge has his foot down, spotted him on the 1-yard line rather than the touchdown.
Well, Jacobs arguing that he got in on the momentum.
His knee down. I think it's a good call by the official.
Awfully close. And they are going to spot it, as you said, at the 1. Second down, and Grieve and company will try it again. Kinsinger lining up behind the quarterback. And now whistles as the snap comes to Grieve.
Defensive Mark Tucker jumped offside for Arizona.
Prior to the snap, false start, offense number 95. 5-yard penalty, still.
Well, they're calling Joe Jacobs. He's in their 93. They missed the number.
They called it on Albury Battle. Now they may correct it.
But you'll see Mark Tucker jumped offside, which is what drew Joe Jacobs.
93 was the offender, 93.
Right here, see Tucker moved, which made Jacobs move. And they called it on the offense as a false start.
Well, that'll back the SaberCats up 5 yards, and now they'll spot the ball just across the 5. We're at second down all over again. Grieve has Davis and Wright to his right. Rowe in motion also to that side as they overload it. Grieve, lots of time. Now a flag thrown as he dumps it away and into the crowd. A real battle for that football in the stands. Of course, you get to keep it here in AFL.
You get to keep it, but you got to watch out for it when it's coming at you. And the official ruling, they threw a flag calling illegal defense. They said it wasn't illegal defense since Grieve had given a pump fake. That jack linebacker can leave the box. Otherwise, you can pump fake all the time as a quarterback for a free first down.
So that'll just go as an incomplete pass. Now 3rd and goal from the 5. Rowe in motion again to that right side. Grieve, 5-step drop into the end zone. Rowe got a hand on it. Actually almost tipped it to an Arizona defender. Now he wants an interference call.
Oh, big time. Terrence Joseph got away with the hold. Big time. He was grabbing onto James Rowe. Didn't let him come back out of his break. Watch Rowe as he comes over the top. Terrence Joseph playing man-to-man, and Joseph just has him all wrapped up. If he can come out of that break, that's a touchdown. But instead, Joseph had him grabbed, and that's why Rowe was complaining.
And the reaction you hear from the crowd is their reaction to the video replay on the big Jumbotron here in San Jose.
Well, that's the problem with being down in the red zone. Everybody's so close, it's harder to make calls, it's harder to get that ball in the end zone.
Fourth down. Green wants Rowe, he's got him. Perfect touch pass to James Rowe for the touchdown.
This time, Rowe coming underneath, using the jack linebacker as a pick to come across the field to make that catch. You'll see Rowe coming from left to right, crossing right underneath, using that jack linebacker to pick his man off him to get into the end zone.
Third touchdown reception of the night for James Rowe. He's got 10 balls for 114 yards so far tonight. And Dan Franz about to try for the point after. And no mistake there. And it's a 20-point San Jose lead again. So James Rowe having a big night along with Mark Bream in this San Jose offense. They lead Arizona 41-21.
Soldiers in the Army Reserve are all around you. They take pride and honor in serving their country, knowing it doesn't mean giving up their civilian life. They further their education and gain the skills and experience that help them succeed every day. Become a soldier in the Army Reserve. It's not your everyday job.
At Champ Sports, we know that arena football is not a game. It's a lightning fast, up and down, side to side, whiplash-inducing roller coaster. Enjoy the ride. Find all the hottest AFL jerseys, caps, shirts, and more at the official athletic retailer of the AFL, Champ Sports, where sport lives.
In competition, injuries happen. It's part of the game. And to get back your level of performance takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and the best health care. Health South is the nation's leading provider of outpatient diagnostic, surgery, and rehabilitation services. So we can help you get back fast to the action, the competition, and the glory. We know your body. We understand your spirit. We get you back.
Now the San Jose SaberCats were stopped on their first possession of this football game, but they've scored 6 touchdowns since then. 3 by James Rowe on passes from Mark Bream. Warren with a couple more on the ground. And this very diversified San Jose offense has shown its stuff here in the second half. Now with a 20-point lead over Arizona. Tom Pace on the kick return. He went all the way on the last attempt. This time he's wrapped up at the 13-yard line. Kinsinger and Big George Williams there on the tackle.
And this is when the SaberCats have been very sharp. The fourth quarter, play good defense and score points. They found a way in their championship years to bury people at the end of the game. So Arizona, very important that they get a touchdown here. Move the ball downfield, be efficient with the ball.
Well, good luck to Arizona. How about this for defensive efficiency? The SaberCats have not allowed a fourth quarter point at home this season. They have been perfect in 3 home games coming into this one.
Pretty decent.
Germain, that's tipped, and it'll go incomplete. The pass was intended for Sia Burley.
And Rowe doing a good job of playing in that jack linebacker box, just following Germain's eyes and getting underneath, breaking up a pass, the second pass breakup of the game so far.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Germain as we look at
There's Rowe in the middle, in that jack linebacker box. You see him just following Germain's eyes, getting that tip Greg Hopkins earlier for LA, keeping them in the game versus Orlando. Got a big pick on a very similar play.
Germain now just 10 for 22 for 116 yards. He wants it all here, wants pace. Way overthrown on the play. Burley was also down there as both Wright and Rowe combine on the coverage.
Well, this is what I was talking about earlier with the team not doing the little things. You can't have two receivers running to the same spot as a quarterback. Tom Pace was probably supposed to sit that down and not get in the way and allow Shia Burley to adjust to that ball. But instead, he converted, ran the go, and ended up running to the same exact space that Burley was in. And as a quarterback, it doesn't give you anywhere to throw that football.
3rd and 10. Jermaine wants Burley up the middle, and he's got him, and then Burley goes hard into the dasher, courtesy of Cleavon Thomas, but it's enough for a first down, and they'll move the Arizona chains.
A nice throw and really good composure by Jermaine in the pocket. Dropping back, see him checking the underneath coverage when he looked to the left, finding Burley. You know, he went to the same high school as Todd Shell went to, so Shell said he had watched him growing up, watched him playing football through youth football, obviously paid close attention to him when he was in college, and when he had the opportunity to get him back here with Arizona to coach him here, he was really pleased to have him as a quarterback. Thinks he's going to be a future star.
Jermaine again goes deep, has Bryant in the end zone. Good coverage by Rodney Wright, and that'll go as an incompletion. Well, when you look at the clock, do the math, a 20-point deficit for Arizona. This figures as a pretty important possession for them.
They need to convert this into a touchdown. Just under 8 minutes to play, and they're down by 20 points, basically 3 touchdowns. They need to convert this, and they need to convert every possession from here on out and find a way to create some turnovers.
Couple of personnel changes for Arizona as they're now 2nd and 10 from their own 21. Shia Burley in motion. Jermaine dropping back to Burley, catches it at the 16, shakes a tackle there, still on his feet as he got away from Fernandez a second time. Finally brought down at the 10-yard line of the SaberCats.
He was spinning all over the place, 2 full spins, and what that does, it allows the big guys to catch up. We're just going to see him run a quick out route, sit down, wait for the ball. Fernandez misses the first tackle, 1 good spin. Rowe comes in for the second tackle, another spin, and then all the big bodies start flying in. That's when it starts getting dangerous.
He was twirly burly on that play. First down at the 10. Arizona getting to that red zone area as they hand it off. And trying to turn the corner there is Phil Glover, and he had nowhere to go.
James Rowe doing a good job from that jack linebacker spot, scraping across, making a tackle on Glover. He really plays that jack linebacker very well, has a good feel for the box, good feel for how to get off blocks, find seams, and make tackles. You know, as much as we talk about him as a receiver, he's really done a good job at the jack linebacker, you know, being the Iron Man position, being an Iron Man guy, having to go both ways. Done a good job as a two-way receiver.
2nd and 9, and trouble there. Jacobs with the hit, loose ball, recovered by Arizona as it's picked up by Tom Pace, but that'll send the Rattlers all the way back to their own 20-yard line, and they're well out of that red zone now.
And Joe Jacobs is giving Phil Glover fits. He's just owned Glover all night long. I don't know why Arizona continues to slide to Jacobs with their fullback, because every time they do, Jacobs just owns him right now.
They spotted at the 21.
They need to find a way to stick in protection, keep big on big, keep a tight end or a guard on Jacobs.
Jermaine needs big yardage here, and he gets some of it from Burley as he catches it coming across the middle to the near side to about the 7-yard line, but that'll still leave Arizona short. Be a 4th and 7 play here coming up.
See Burley just coming across, a little head fake, running a flat route, picking up a lot of that necessary yardage towards the goal line. Jermaine delivered a very nice ball, waited till he crossed that jack box so that Rowe could get a hand on it.
So it is 4th down and goal for the Rattlers. Huge play here for Joe Jermaine and Arizona's offense. Flag down, he'll throw it into the end zone, caught for a touchdown by Bryant. But let's wait and see what the flag is all about.
Well, the umpire threw the flag, which is generally an illegal defense flag.
Penalty is for illegal defense. Number 4, linebacker out of the box. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Kevin Buck playing that fullback Mac position. You'll see him right here, just going to get a little bit wide. And he's outside of the box. No matter how wide that tackle or tight end goes on the rush, Buck can't get that wide. He's got to stay inside the box and get upfield. Instead, he was trying to feather, get down, and block the pass.
Brennan in for the extra point. Oh, and it's off the iron, no good. And that'll sting just a little bit. But a 7-yard touchdown reception for Shawani Bryant. 41-27 San Jose.
Right now at the Room Store for the first time ever.
27. And San Jose still with the lead.
Jermaine doing a nice job delivering that ball in the back of the end zone. The SaberCats were trying to play a flare defensive front. And that is the first opponent, Arizona, to score in the 4th quarter for a home game this year against the SaberCats.
Of course, they gave up a ton of points on the road in Las Vegas as the Gladiators almost came back to win that football game last week.
Well, San Jose expecting the onside kick.
And they get it as Brennan chips it up to around the 25, fielded nicely by Rowe, and then he's tackled back at his own 14. And on that note, we will take a break. 4:01 left in the 4th quarter. San Jose with the football. They lead at 41-27.
Ready for a more exciting fantasy football experience? AFL Fantasy Football is back and better than ever. Log on to AFLFantasy.com for a chance to win weekly and season-long cash prizes. More yards. More scoring. More excitement. AFL Fantasy Football powered by Sandbox. Sign up and get in on the action.
Bon Jovi. Elway. What you doing in Vegas, little buddy? We're gonna be here for the Arena Bowl this June. You're dreaming. Am I? Why don't we settle this thing right now? Go for it.
Come on, Trey, roll it!
Follow the drive to Arena Bowl 19 Las Vegas every weekend on Fox Sports Net and NBC.
Hit me.
Target identified. Element search for Hotel Victor Tango 2 and 8. Execute assault time now.
Well, I don't know what you did all afternoon, but I have an idea what they were doing all afternoon, getting ready for AFL action here in San Jose.
A couple SaberCats fans, and look, safety first. You got the headsets on the little one, making sure he doesn't lose his hearing because it gets so loud inside these arenas.
I thought that was our director.
Good job on the makeup there.
Yours is pretty nice too.
Thank you.
3:45 to go, 4th quarter. The great throw for Rowe incomplete, but he has been pretty bang on tonight for the most part.
Well, it's time to select our U.S. Army Iron Man of the game, and it's James Rowe for the San Jose SaberCats. Doing it all, catching touchdown passes on offense, finding a way to get open. He had 1 solo tackle, 1 assist, and a couple of pass breakups on the night, not to mention helping out on special teams. So James Rowe, our U.S. Army Iron Man of the game.
10 catches, 114 yards, 3 touchdowns for Rowe. Here's a throw, and a catch, and a run to the 2-yard line. Aubrey Battle rumbles down the sideline, almost took it all the way.
I was waiting for the Keith Jackson on that one.
Yeah, he was doing a little stumbling too.
Yes, just a receiver, or excuse me, a tight end screen. Aubrey Battle playing that tight end spot. Reeve doing a good job looking downfield.
Here's the rumbling, and
Now you're going to see the stumbling right there. 30 yards on the gain by Aubrey Battle. 6'4", 304.
Those big guys aren't made for maneuverability. They're just straight ahead speed.
That felt like about a 4.5 earthquake up here. First and goal for the SaberCats. They'll try and run it again. Keep that clock moving. And this time it's Steve Warren who has 2 touchdowns tonight on the carry. And Arizona will stop the clock with one of their timeouts.
Very good clock management. Good job by Coach Shell calling the timeout, making sure you stop the clock, leave yourself as much as possible, because the 1-minute warning will also stop the clock again.
Coaching staffs will talk this through with their players. We'll take a break. 41-27 with 2:14 to go.
Didn't you know you were coming to the airport? Put your arms out. Come on.
While you were waiting to be probed and searched at the airport, our slot machines paid out $50,000.
I have a book. Notebook. I don't need a story. I just need you to unpack it.
More money than any other casino in Arizona. What are you waiting for?
Now at the Room Store, for the first time ever, save the tax on every item at every room and get no money down, no interest and no payments till October 2006 with no minimum purchase during our fantastic store-wide Save the Tax sale. Save the tax on this casual sofa, only $3.97. This plush suede cloth sofa, only $4.97. Or this Southwest nailhead trimmed sofa, only $5.97. Tax included. The store-wide Save the Tax sale now at the Room Store.
At the Room Store.
Don't miss it.
Well, the San Jose SaberCats seemingly with this football game in hand. A 41-27 lead. 2:14 to go, and they've got the ball at the Arizona 2-yard line at second down.
You can expect to see them run the football a couple times and try to chew as much clock as possible.
Reed sends Rowe in motion to the right side. Hand off to Jacobs. And he's wrapped up, but as you mentioned, keeps that clock moving. It's actually Warren on the carry. Might have picked up a yard, but it's doubtful.
Yeah, at this point in the game, they don't have to pick up yards as long as they're burning clock time. Once it gets into the 1-minute warning now, you have to advance the football. But Arizona, again, doing a good job of clock management, calling another timeout, trying to preserve as much clock as possible in order to make a comeback.
They do give Warren a yard on the carry, so it'll be 3rd and goal. As Shell talks it over with his defense. Grieve, solid performance, 4 touchdown passes on the night, 3 of them to James Rowe. Dropping back, throws it into the end zone. It's picked off, intercepted by Clarence Lawson, and he is tackled in the end zone, but there's a flag on the play.
Well, a couple of flags. There wasn't one against Clarence Lawson, although he was holding Rodney Wright as he tried to cross the back of the end zone. I love it when they have the big officials committee meetings.
Illegal defense, illegal rush by the Jack linebacker. Half the distance to the goal. Beat 3rd down. Correction, automatic 1st down.
Well, Jack linebacker is not allowed to rush the quarterback right there. They were expecting a run. They had 2 full-size linebackers. They're both actually MAC linebackers, but Bo Kelly playing that Jack linebacker spot right now to try to stop the run. And as soon as he crosses that line of scrimmage, it's an illegal rush.
That's a killer penalty for Arizona, as you heard the official. Automatic 1st down now from the 1. Green, the give to Warren. He did not get across the goal line, and there's a flag.
And it's going to be defensive offsides. Randy Gatewood stepped across the line of scrimmage early.
Good job, Gatewood. Good job, Gatewood. Offside. defense, number 17. Half the distance to the goal, still first down.
Now you called it Gatewood.
Right here. Crossing that line of scrimmage early, and the ball was snapped. If he gets back onside, they may not call that, but he was across the line of scrimmage, so that's definitely defensive offside.
When you're at the 1 and they keep moving that ball half the distance to the goal line, at what point do you run out of room to move it closer to the goal line if you're the official? We're about at that point.
Yeah, well, the distance doesn't matter as much, obviously, down here as the time going off the clock.
Warren again, wrapped up by Kelly. And the clock stopped with 1:09 left.
So some help from Arizona. San Jose doing a good job. When they got down here, it was 2:14 left. They chewed a minute and so far 1 minute and 5 seconds off the clock, just down in the red zone. Well, here's our ADT defensive play of the game, and Big Joe Jacobs, we talked about him on that defensive line, doing a good job of sniffing out the screen. You'll see him come upfield. He feels the fullback release, gets out in front of it, and a one-hand grab. Those big guys like to think of themselves as specialists, receivers. Joe Jacobs making a big grab, and our ADT defensive play of the game.
Jacobs, the 9-year veteran out of Utah State. And this San Jose defense has to be pretty pleased with itself with the effort to so far hold the Rattlers to just 27 points, which if you're new to Arena Football League, that's a pretty good defense.
Yeah, and JoJo's been a big part of that. They've been trying to block him at the fullback at times, and every time they have, he has just worn them out.
Second down, Green to Warren, and this time he will get in for his 3rd touchdown of the game.
You think he took some tips when he was in Nebraska from watching that wishbone offense? He got up into the line like it was a dive, bounced off a couple people, kept his feet churning, and got to the end zone. See Warren get hit up at the line, keeps his feet, and keeps driving. Right now, both sides, both lines tired.
So Steve Warren, with his first ever 3-touchdown performance in the AFL, as we noted earlier, until tonight, he'd only scored a touchdown twice ever before. That was in the same game in a SaberCat victory over Philadelphia a few weeks ago. 6 carries for Warren tonight, 16 yards, and 3 scores.
Well, it actually been slated to be an offensive defensive lineman coming into the season.
Franz with the point after, good. And then there was contact after the kick by Ingram for Arizona. SaberCats a little upset with that, and there is a penalty on the play.
And Ingram claiming that he got blocked into the kicker.
Franz is hot.
Yeah, but he's not scared.
Unnecessary roughness, roughing the kicker. That foul will be enforced the first play after the ensuing kickoff. The try is good. Timeout.
Dan's a good man, but he's standing around in the middle of all that melee going on down there as a kicker with his helmet off. You see he gets the kick up. Ingram claimed he got blocked into him. No way. He just clearly ran right into Franz.
Franz is all right, so are the SaberCats. They lead 48-27.
I was cooking dinner and I just fell asleep. I collapsed. I couldn't call for help. But ADT did. They saved my life.
An ADT monitored fire detector actually signals ADT, so we can call for help. Call now and save over $100 off the regular price when you buy ADT's family package. And save up to 20% on your homeowner's insurance. Call 1-800-ADT-ASAP. ADT, always there.
In competition, injuries happen. It's part of the game. And to get back your level of performance takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and the best health care. Health South is the nation's leading provider of outpatient diagnostic, surgery, and rehabilitation services. So we can help you get back fast to the action, the competition, and the glory. We know your body. We understand your spirit. We get you back.
Join us April 28th for the best fundraiser of the year.
The 15th annual
Dining Out for Life.
Restaurants will donate a percentage of the cost of your meal to the good fight against HIV and AIDS.
This year is bigger and better than ever. No matter what you want to eat or how much you want to spend.
Help us make a difference.
Thousands of men, women, and children are counting on us. And all we have to do is go out and eat. Come on, join the soul. And feed your soul. Very simple. Dine out.
Fight AIDS. It's the most satisfying meal you ever eat.
Thank you.
Well, San Jose in control of this game at 48-27 on the last touchdown. This is Dan Loney at center. They talk about how great he is. Watch this block. He's going to get up to the second level. He goes one man over off a nose guard, gets up and gets fullback linebacker Kerry Taylor and makes a great block and opens that hole for Steve Warren. That's how it's supposed to be done.
Dan Franz with a little more oomph on that kickoff. Keziah Burley will take it off the net and run it out to the 10. And the Arizona Rattlers will have about a minute to work with here. And they're down by a bunch.
Well, it's not unheard of. It's only 3 touchdowns. And I've seen a lot of games turn with 1 minute left. So it's still possible for the Rattlers to come back and take this thing, but they have to be a whole lot more consistent on offense, and they have to strike quickly. I'd expect to see a lot of high coverage from San Jose, have them play off and not let anything get downfield. So look for some combo high rub routes by Arizona, some stuff trying to take advantage of that open space, hitting it underneath and getting out of bounds.
Would you like their chances a little better had they not used all their 3 timeouts already?
When you have the ball, though, you can control the clock because you can get out of bounds with it, you can throw the ball away.
Here's Jermaine going deep. And a great timing play on the defense by Aaron Damon. And that is excellent defense. If he mistimes that at all, it's pass interference. Randy Gatewood had no chance to catch that football the way Damon timed that hit.
Well, the ball in the air just a little bit too long. You see, Gatewood had to stop for it. If Jermaine either throws that further downfield or throws that on a flatter trajectory, then Gatewood makes that catch. But instead, the ball was up a little bit too long and allowed Damon time to recover.
Still 51 seconds left as it comes up on 2nd down. Pass for Burley, tries to one-hand grab it up at the 17. It's incomplete.
And that was just being lazy. Keziah Burley's got to get 2 hands on that ball. He slowed down, stopped his route, and just stuck one hand out. He's got to use them both. That's on Burley. That is not on Jermaine.
So Jermaine and the Rattlers running out of bullets here. They're 3rd and 10, back at their own 5, 46 ticks to go. And they're down by 3 touchdowns. Burley in motion downfield. Will throw to Bryant, makes the catch, and then Cleavon Thomas wraps him up at the 24-yard line of Arizona.
So now that first down will stop the clock till they reset the chains. The Rattlers need to get on the ball, get a play called, and get the snap off.
Chains are set. Now the clock in motion on the whistle. Jermaine quickly under center. 5-step drop. Lobs one upfield and over the head of Keziah Burley. That's an incompletion.
The incomplete pass stops the clock, but that play took 10 seconds from when the official wound the clock till the time that they blew it dead.
So Joe Jermaine pretty much has to score here, and then Arizona needs a series of miracles after that.
Need to score, and they need a couple of onside kicks. They need to do it pretty quick.
2nd down. Pump fake, now chased out of the pocket. Jermaine across the field to Burley, catches it, shakes a tackle, gets across the 15 to the 13, finally tackled by Baker. And there's 20 seconds left on the clock, because that was good enough for a 1st down. They reset the chains. Quick personnel changes.
Jermaine, not necessarily a fleet-footed guy, but very heady. used his feet to get outside, buy some time, and find Saib early.
10 seconds left now as the clock's running. Jermaine quickly throws to Bryant. He'll get to the 2, but that's all. It will be enough for a first down, so Arizona will get one more crack at the end zone here after they reset the chain.
With 3 seconds left, though, this is going to be the last snap. He said he's going to kill it, but that's too much time.
Jermaine tried to hurry up the snap, couldn't handle it, and there's a flag. Right now, the clock is run down to 0. And we'll let the officials sort this out, but the outcome not in doubt here, as the SaberCats are going to grab a little bit of a cushion in first place.
The timer will please put 3 seconds back on the clock. 3 seconds, please. Thank you.
Well, you heard the announcement. 3 seconds put back on the clock.
Well, they're calling a false start on the offense. So now the clock should wind. As soon as they have that ball set, the clock should wind.
There's the whistle. And Jermaine's not going to have time to get the snap off. They looked a little disorganized there, and that's the end of the football game. We will take a break and come back with more from here at HP Pavilion in San Jose. Darren Arbetta and the SaberCats, Mike Pulaski, struggled to start their season. They were mired in a stretch of road games, but back at home, they're back on track. And they win it here tonight, 48-27. We'll be back with more from San Jose in a moment.
140.6 miles, 17 hours, one winner. Individuals from all walks of life set out to achieve the extraordinary in one of the toughest single-day sporting events. More than 1,900 highly tuned athletes chasing after one goal, the right to call themselves an Ironman. How will you spend your Saturday? Don't miss an exclusive showcase of the inaugural Ironman Arizona Triathlon, Saturday at 10, only on FSN Arizona.
This week on the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Future Hall of Famer Tim Brown, plus from the new movie Robot, Drew Carey, World Series champion Kevin Millar, and UFC fighter Ken Shamrock. A boxing roundtable with Jim Lampley, Chris Bird, and Dan Goosen. A Best Damn Heavyweight comeback fight with Riddick Bowe. Also, Olympic gold medalist Andre Ward does battle. Plus, special guest host James Lights Out Tony, and Pro Football Hall of Famer Frank Gifford. This week at 10:30.
It's the Best Damn Heavyweight comeback on FSN. Former champ Riddick Bowe is back with a vengeance and on a quest to reclaim the heavyweight crown in a special live presentation of the Best Damn Sports Show, period. Plus, Olympic gold medalist Andre Ward looks to remain undefeated on his road to the title. It's a boxing legend and a rising star, and they're only on FSN. Bowe versus Zumbrin, Thursday, live on FSN.
Before they were NBA stars, they represented their country. Top high school seniors showcase their stuff for USA Basketball as they take on the best from around the world. The Nike Hoop Summit, live Saturday on FSN.
Tonight on your Arizona Sports Report, Suns and Rockets, the Matrix, T-Mac, got all the post-game coverage, plus a sit-down with D-back skipper Bob Melvin on the eve of opening day.
On your Arizona Sports Report tonight at 9:30. We welcome you back to HP Pavilion in San Jose. Our final score, San Jose 48, Arizona 27. Randy Hahn along with Mike Pulaski. And we're joined by San Jose's James Rowe. And congratulations, James. Thanks for joining us. Pretty impressive second half for you guys here tonight. And you keep on rolling at home. How do you do it?
Well, first I want to give all praise and glory to God for today's victory. But, you know, our coaching staff prepares well. You know, we just listen to what they say, and every time, you know, just try to come out and execute what they told us in halftime.
James, Rasheed Davis has been on fire in the last couple games. Tonight, you were really the focus of the offense. Did you have that game plan going in, or was that an adjustment once the game started?
No, not really. You know, Rasheed Davis, he get this offense started. You know, when he stretched people down the field, it opens up for myself and Shalon Baker and Rodney Wright. So you know, not really. You know, Rasheed Davis, he the one that really get the team going.
James, you guys had such a tough go of it early in the season with all the road games. But to a man, every one of you, including Darren Arbett and right through the team, said, don't worry, we'll get back on track. Do you guys feel like you're back to where you want to be right now?
You know, somewhat. You know, we still got to work, you know, to get better. But Coach Arbett, even when we started off kind of shaky, he always said, you know, don't worry, we're going to turn this thing around. And, you know, as players, we had that, you know, look forward to and that confidence in him and the coaching staff. And, you know, we thank God that we was able to do that.
James, thanks for the visit, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you, I appreciate
Rowe,
it.
San Jose's star tonight, and except for Grebe, who consistently delivers, you can go through this San Jose offensive roster and find a different star just about every game lately.
Yeah, a lot of guys participating. James Rowe deferring out all the credit, of course, to Rasheed Davis, but tonight doing a great job himself.
All right, well, that is going to do it for tonight from San Jose. For Mike Pulaski and our entire crew, I'm Randy Hahn. Once again, the final score here tonight, the defending Arena Bowl champion San Jose SaberCats 48, and the rivals, the Rattlers from Arizona, 27. That's it for Week 10. Have a great night, everybody.
This has been a presentation of the Arena Football League.
I was just in Italy where I met Mama Salvatore. This wonderful woman owns a small family restaurant where she bakes the most delicious ciabatta bread. I loved her ciabatta bread so much, I brought her to America to help me with my new classic chicken ciabatta sandwich. With a big and juicy grilled chicken breast, green leaf lettuce, red onions, and tomatoes served on lightly toasted ciabatta bread.
Sento la mancanza di miei figli.
Oh, I love you too.